Yep. Yep. It's your boy Boss. Alright, this is the one I've been telling y'all about. It's the one I'm excited about. Been waiting on this. So, a lot of people that have been following BossCowboySports already know that I identified way before the season even started that the biggest risk to the Dallas Cowboys winning the ring was the divide between Kellen Moores and Mike McCarthy. But we're in a good place now. In a real good place. Because guess what? The person that we needed to win is winning. You can even say to a degree that he's won. And with him winning, that also means that we're in a good place and have a real good chance to win a championship. Yes, I said it. A championship. So now what we're looking at is the transforming of Kellen Moores to an RPC. A responsible play caller. Shout out to the OC. Because the OC originated that. Yeah, man. And this is what we needed. So even though the war is mostly won and Mike McCarthy is for the most part free, I should say the battle has been won, but the war might not be over. So we gonna go through where we are right now. We gonna go through it. We gonna talk about the small things that Kellen Moore need to work on, because at this point he's right about what he needs to be. So y'all just chill out. I'm gonna get into this content. I'm gonna be right back. Y'all stay up. Let's go! Come on! I'll get up in here. Come on. Yeah, let's go! Facebook, I see you. Facebook, y'all been coming through, man. Love it. Let's go, Facebook. Let's go, Facebook. I see you, man. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Oh, the OC done walked in. Oh my God. Oh Lord Jesus. Oh man, y'all get ready, man. We got the OC in the house.
Let's go.
Too. Oh Lord, it's going down today. Let's get it. Yeah, man. Now Candy not here. That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. What's up, Bobby? I see you. Bobby with the flames.
Yoga fire.
What's up? What's up? What's up, man? OC, what's going down, man? Good surprise, dog.
What's the word, Boss Cowboy?
Man,
You know, you start talking about Kellen Moore, man, responsible play calling, man. So I had to do everything I could to get into the show, man, because I didn't want to miss this.
Ooh, yeah. See, because this is a big one, bro. Because I straight stole that from you, bro. That responsible play caller. And now this is gonna be wild because I wasn't expecting to do this with you, bro. So just kind of hang in there with me because I queued up a lot for this show. We got a lot of film. We got a lot of concepts. So just do your best, and if you gotta bounce out because it might get too long, it's okay. All right,
I'm cool, bro.
All right, cool. Let's rock. First of all, how you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing all right, man. Just, working hard out here, man.
Yeah,
working hard, doing okay
grinding.
though. Man, working hard, man. Doing good though.
All right, here we go. All right, so I first want to cue up. I heard an echo. I first want to cue up Mike Lombardi, because Mike Lombardi talked about some things that I think is going to kind of bring this home, or at least start the conversation. So let me start with that, and then we go kind of get into it, and we go talk about it. All right, here we go.
Mike, what is your assessment so far of the Cowboys? I know they get Dak Prescott back last week for that game. When you sat down and watched that game, where did you feel like the Cowboys need to go offensively? Is it, and I know you have so much love for these young offensive coordinators in the league. Those are like your favorite game managing guys there are,
I mean, all they care about is yards and, they're in their basement in Des Moines playing Madden. I mean, but I give McCarthy a ton of credit. I've said this on my show, The Lombardi Line on VSiN. I say it all the time. They're managing the game like they've never had before, right? I think they basically have told Kellen Moore, we're going to run. We need to run the ball. We need to use our two best players and utilize that. I thought Dak was rusty, and I thought that sometimes their protection wasn't great. But I think they managed the game. It's 10-6, balls at the 1 yard line. Why Dan Campbell didn't challenge it, I have no idea. We could do a documentary on Dan Campbell's fourth quarter decisions. I mean, think about it. The fourth quarter last week was 3 fumbles and an interception. That's what the Detroit offense came up with in the fourth quarter. So I think they're doing a really good job offensively. I think that they know their strength of the team is their defense. And as long as they don't turn it over, they're 0.9 in turnover takeaway differential. Chicago's 0.1, so they have an advantage there in the game. And as long as they continue to do that, they're going to be in the games into the fourth quarter, and then they've got to make the plays. And I think it's not how you win. We got so caught up in yards. And when you examine the teams that are winning, Tennessee, Dallas, the Giants, right? They're winning because they're managing the game. They're not trying to collect yards. And that's the formula for success.
Mike, what is your assessment so far of the Cowboys?
What's your thoughts on that, OC?
Yeah, I think he's absolutely spot on right, man. He's saying you're not trying to be flashy. You're trying to be responsible in how you manage the game. And because you can have 500 yards and you can score 30 touchdowns and, and score 35 points and all this and all that, and you could still lose that football game because your defense was on the field too much. Your defense gassed out. They scored 38 points. You scored 35 points. Well, it didn't matter about how many points you scored. It's about how you manage and execute that game plan. And so 200% agreed on that.
Yeah, and see, somebody said, what the F is he talking about? Winning pretty is preferred.
Well, man, winning pretty is preferred if you can win pretty, if you have the personnel to win pretty, right? And listen, plays, in my opinion, this is my real true thought, man. And I got this from Pete Carroll back in the day, and I've always stuck with this philosophy. So this is what I think. I think that, your strategy sometimes can be over exaggerated, right? It can be something like, whatever you say it is. We go run the ball, pass the ball, whatever, right? I think that, man, players win games, man. Your strategy at times can be overrated. So the point to being a good team is awareness, and it's understanding what you have, the strong points, and playing and catering your game plan and how you play to your pieces. We can even go back to this, boss. Yeah, we can even go back to this, and I'll be done in a second here. But we can go back to this, boss Cowboy, and our own personal football career, right? Yeah. When we were playing at Houston, right? Yeah. We had a certain coach who will remain unnamed, right? Come in, take over the coaching staff. And he changed our predominantly run team. We had running offensive linemen, big, heavy offensive line. He made everybody lose 30 pounds and changed the whole offense to a spread offense, right? Changed the whole offense around. We didn't have the personnel. We didn't have the receivers. We didn't have the personnel to run a spread offense. And guess what we did? We went up there and we got our butts kicked. Yep. We got our butts kicked that year, boss Cowboy. We lost almost every game because you didn't cater to the personnel that you had, point being.
And the big thing that I got out of this also is when he started talking about the Cowboys figuring it out, he talked about Mike McCarthy going to Kellen Moore and say, we finna feature our two best guys, which is Zeke and Pollard. See, last year they was giving Kellen Moore all credit. See, now he was like, I see what they have done. And this is the key thing that he said too. He also talked about that we, under Mike McCarthy, is pushing Kellen Moore to rely on our defense. And I think a lot of people don't understand that, OC, how offensive play calling can help your defense. I think that's where a lot of people not putting it together, is that the play calling of Kellen Moore is pivotal to the future of this team and protection of this defense. And let me explain that. So here we go. I want to show y'all something. Before I show y'all something, I'm going to ask y'all a question. Who do you think the best team in the NFL is? Somebody said my sound is low. I'll turn it up. Who do you think the best team is in the NFL at preventing first quarter points?
That's a great trivia question.
Yeah, I want to see what they say on that. So I ain't gonna rush them. I'm gonna see what they say on that. And then somebody said with a super chat, he said, all jokes, I'm a long-time viewer in the donor, Samuel Rowe. I changed from my government name at Philly Notion. But me and Boss in one of his troll videos. Okay, cool. All right, that's all good, big dog. Appreciate the super chat. But yeah, they answering. So most people obviously getting it right. It's Dallas. Dallas is number one in allowing the fewest points in the first quarter. So let's kind of put that together, OC, and ask why.
It's very, very simple. And, you know, I don't want to take your thunder either, Boss Cowboy, but I'm going to break it down. It's simple. It's time of possession.
They rested.
It's possessions.
Mm-hmm. They
exactly.
rested. They fresh.
It's time of possessions. And yeah, exactly.
They fresh.
So when you come out and you're trying to establish the run, you didn't come and spread, throw the ball, have 2 incompletions, get 2 yards on third down, and then you 3 and out. Then we got to be on the field. Then you come back, you do it the second series. Then we on the field again. Then we on the field half of the first quarter. Shoot, well, when they start lining up in 2 and 3 tights and running the ball down your throat, the second half, then you play differently. But when you rested, man, and they're controlling the clock, it is good. This goes back, Boss Cowboy, and it's reminiscent of what would happen in 2016. Because in 2016, Boss, we would have like 10 and 15 play drives. You remember that? Ezekiel Elliott's rookie year?
Yeah.
Man, that defense wouldn't get on the field to like 5 or 4 minutes left in the first quarter, man, because they just had the ball so long, just running down your throat.
Right.
That's basically what they're doing, yeah.
Right. And see, that's a big thing we talking. Hold on, let me see if I can fix this sound thing. Yo, I still got the echo. I heard it. Let me try now. Yo. Let me try now. Yo. Listen. Yo. I can't take out that echo, y'all. I don't know what's going on with it. I'll fix it later. Sorry, y'all. I apologize about that. But anyway, man, y'all got to kind of fight with it. I keep playing with it and building this plane. But this is the deal. See, and that's what also he was talking about, Mike Lombardi, when he was talking about these new OCs not knowing how to manage a game. That's what he was talking about.
Hey, do you want me to go out and come back in? Maybe that'll help you.
Nah, it's me. It's not you.
Okay, it's you. Okay, cool.
Matter of fact.
Yeah, man. No, you're right, man.
Keep talking. I might be able to figure it out. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, man. And what he was talking about, alluding to the new OCs, is that there's a new school and there's an old school way and philosophy of calling a football game. The old school way, which some people call antiquated and archaic, is, what people would say is this 3 yards in a cloud of dust, or line up and just run the football. If we can get 3 yards on first down, we're satisfied. We'll come back. We'll try to run it again. If we can get another 3 or 4 yards, guess what we'll do? We'll come back. We'll try to run the ball again. Like, that's old school play calling, right? We're trying to get first downs, and we're patient in terms of trying to get down the field. Now, the new school philosophy in terms of how you want to call games and what you see with the NFL and really the growth of the, almost a Madden style quarterback. And when I say Madden style quarterback, I mean playing like a video game. He has video game stats, And so to do that, you got to open up the offense. You got to throw the football down the field. And that's really the main difference between old school and new school philosophy. Is new school is much more vertical and it's much more ingenuitive in terms of trying to score points very fast.
Hey, OC, give me 1 second to try to fix this. Hold on.
Yeah.
One, two.
Yeah, no worries.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 None of that's working. All right, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 1. That fixed it. There it is. Woo! Man, I'll tell you, boy, if y'all knew what we go through, it's gone. It's gone. I got it. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm glad you're in here too, bro. I wouldn't have been able to do that if I was by myself. So the sound should be much better. I had to go deep into the sound settings. I fixed it. But anyway. Yeah, but the cloud of dust is real. And see, this part we gotta spend time on, because if you don't know what you looking at, you will call bad good and good bad.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
You would call bad good and good bad. Let me give you an example. Because some people, they come in and they'll say, "Boss, why you complaining? And we won." Why you not happy with the play calling? And we're winning, boss. I don't like your channel because it's negative, boss. It's because I can see where bad is bad and good is good, even when it seems like it's all good. It's a part of all good that's sometimes bad. It is. Mm-hmm. So elaborate on that just a little bit, OC, while I check something.
Oh, well, here's the deal, man. Well, good is good and bad is bad. Well, here's the thought. In today's NFL, with the regulation on how many hitting practices that you can have by the NFLPA and by the protection clauses, basically all the rules are meant to protect the quarterback and the wide receivers, right? So you can't rough them up too much. You better not hit that quarterback too hard. If you hit that quarterback too hard today, it's roughing the passer. You better kind of hug him and then fall down with it. Well, think about this as a thought, Boss Cowboy. It really benefits you if you are a physical team in today's NFL, because there's no rule for pancaking people. There's no rule for knocking a dude back off the ground and wearing his body down because he's not used to hitting as much as he used to hit 5-10 years ago because of the changes in the rules. So what I'm saying is we got great athletes, but we have a softer league. We got great athletes, but we have a softer league. So if you can be proficient at really running that football, it's going to do a lot of damage. And the teams that do it, they prove out to go pretty far.
Facts. All right. So now we finna get into the nitty gritty. All right. We starting to start painting a picture of where we are and where we could be. All right. So here we go. It seems like I'm a little loud now. Hold on. Let me turn me down.
You okay?
Let me turn me down. It's getting on my nerves. I can just hear me in my ears. It just sounds so loud to me. But anyway, so y'all just check this out. Listen to this and we go kind of go through it. All right, so here we go. This is from the KNC Masterpiece. We go put the... Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, we go put this together. Here we go.
One of their shortcomings yesterday, and they were able to flip the script, and I thought that was super cool, is the thank you note I want to write is to the third down offense. You were 32% on third down conversion rates coming into the game.
So going into the game with Chicago, we was only 32% on third down. Listen.
And I know people are making a lot about the final number, and I'll get to that in just 1 second, but they had more third down conversions on the first 3 drives than they had in any game period all season. They went 3 for 3 on third downs in the first drive. And when the day was over, they were 9 for 11 on third downs. That's 81.8%. the highest third down conversion percentage by a Cowboys team since the stat could be tracked in the last 40 years. I know that's not fair to say that's the conversion rate we should be at the rest of the season. Like, I get that is not reasonable, but you saw them turn around from being one of the worst to being spectacular. And if you can move to at least middle of the pack in third down offensive conversion rate, again, this is a team that I think is going to be scary to deal with. So my biggest thank you note I want to throw out to the third down offense, because, again, I thought they were spectacular yesterday.
Yeah, and he talking about against Chicago. All right. So now we go show Jerry having this similar discussion, and I want y'all to check it out. Then we go dig deep into why the third downs are so much better, and we go really break this down, because once you see it, you'll know what to look for. All right, it's really important. So this is Jerry on Sean and RJ Monday 11/7. All right, so y'all just listen to this.
Jerry, here, last question for you. When you head into the second half, like RJ mentioned, you were 6-2 last year, 6-2 this year. As you enter the second half of the season, where would you still like to see some more consistency for the ball club? Where would you still like to see them improve as they head into the second half of the year?
Well, we improved dramatically on third down and short yardage downs. I mean, and third and fourth, if you will. But still, that improvement, you've got to look to that and say, if you can get consistent and get your share, your right kind of percentages of third down, third and short downs, and we can improve there. We've got room to improve, but I sure like the direction we were headed after last week.
Jerry, thank you so much for your time, and best of luck this weekend against the Packers.
Man, all right, so now we go talk about the why. All right, so your boy Boss Cowboy done went real anal on everybody, and I done broke down all the third and shorts, second and shorts, and fourth and shorts for the entire season. I literally broke every bit of, I broke all of this down, bro. Look, I'm finna show you, OC. Now this is
only on Boss Cowboy Sports.
Only on Boss Cowboy Sports. Now
only on Boss Cowboy Sports.
But this is important, because this is gonna show you where we are and why we improved and what we need to stay away from to stay on the track that we on. All right. So here we go. That boy said only on Boss Cowboy Sports. Yeah, for real. Now check this out. I want to show y'all this. Here we go. All right. So Cowboys on short yardage. All right. So I'm going to put up my boys Mike McCarthy and Kellen Moore. This is the key that I want y'all to see. All right. When it's blue, that means we passed on short yardage. All right. And then I also put in red if we converted it or not. So I'm going to show you by the data first. I also have the links in here where you can see the play-by-play. All right. So if it's blue, we pass. So I'm gonna just kind of scroll through from Tampa on the short downs, right? When it was 4th and 2 or 4th and 1, Kellen Moore passed. But we was 50-50 on our conversions. Okay? But what you can see is, and stay with me, what you can see is when it was the pivotal down, he passed. And then as you look throughout the games, game 2 with the Bengals, what's blue? That means we passed on it. What did he do in the Bengals on a majority of the third and shorts, fourth and shorts, second and shorts, third and shorts? He passed. Okay. So and I did this for every game. All right. I did this for every game. And you'll start seeing a pattern as you look. Going into the Giants, he was more 50-50. But this is the deal. This is the deal. I did all the math on it, right? And this is what I found, OC. Okay. He passed 18 times from game 1 to now, when it was 2nd and 1, 3rd and 1, or 4th and 1, or 2nd and 2, 3rd and 2, or 4th and 2. Guess how many times he converted it, OC?
Man, tell me.
Out of 18. 6.
18, 5 times.
6.
I was close. All right.
You was close.
All right.
Bruh, that's a 33% success rate. Now, guess how many times he ran it?
6.
No. When it was 2nd and 2, or 2nd and 1, 3rd and 1, or 3rd and 2, or 4th and 1, or 4th and 2. He ran it 27 times.
Oh, 27 times, okay.
Guess how many times he was successful? Converting.
23.
21.
I was close. I was close.
You was close. Bro, that is a 77% success rate.
Yeah.
So if we look at the film, all right, we go turn on the film just real quick, and we go just kind of, this is short yardage, all right, passing, and we go look at the 4th and 2. We go just look at it. This is all of them. Just look. We go just kind of let it play. If you got something to say it. But that's the one he didn't convert. This is the 4th and 1 versus Tampa. Passing on short yardage. This is the one he did convert, right? And who did he convert it with? A dump off to Schultz. Okay?
Yep.
So this is the Bengals. And we go look at it. 3rd and 2, passing on short yardage. Did he convert it on 3rd and 2? No. Not even close. It's obviously very high risk. All right. 4th and 2, passing on short yardage. This time he converted it. And that was a high risk throw that Noah Brown had to catch behind him. So this is a passing on short yardage. 3rd and 2. I'm showing you all the film on all of these. And this is only converted because it was a flag. So this is not a conversion based on them making a play. This is a conversion only on a flag. This is 2nd and 2 where they're passing. And I got every short play in here. That was 2nd and 2. And you see what kind of catch Noah had to make? Now, this is the dumbest one. This is 3rd and 1, passing on short yard. We didn't convert, plus we killed the clock with 6 minutes to go in the game. Now, we won. Oh, see, people say, boss, you're being negative. We won the game. What? Can you please explain what was wrong with throwing on that particular situation with 6 minutes left on a game you was winning by 9 points?
Because it's a possession game, and that's what most people don't really get. If you throw that football there and it's an incomplete pass, and you do, right? It was an incomplete pass. You have a turnover on downs. And so now you give them an opportunity to score, and they have an opportunity, if they score quickly, to get the ball back because they have a 2-minute warning, which gives them a free timeout. Right? Which technically could give them enough time to drive on you twice and score and win the game. Now, conversely to that, if you do not pass the ball on that play, you're taking an extra minute or so off the clock. Right. So you're limiting their time to score, thus ensuring the higher ratio percentage that you come out with the victory, even if they score again and begin to come back. So if you give the opponent time, that works to your detriment. That's what it is.
And to add to what you're saying, you also putting your defense back on the field unnecessarily. You not protecting the best part of your team. You risking them, right? And this is play calling that's not play calling that's geared towards the team. This is play calling that's geared toward you as the OC, to where you're trying to make plays, you're trying to make stuff happen, you're trying to stand out, you're not being responsible, when you're throwing on 3rd and 2 with 6 minutes left on a game that you're winning. That's not responsible. So when we talk about the defense and protecting the defense, that's what Kellen Moore and a lot of people don't see. And they go see it after today. Today, if you're paying attention, you go see it. So here we go. Let's keep going through it. This is the dumbest one. I couldn't stand this one. This was so dumb.
And you could see a hole too. They actually could have ran that ball. He could even did a draw, and Ezekiel Elliott would have got that first down. You can look at the holes if you rewind the play.
You rewind it. I rewind it. Here we go.
Look, you can see. Look. All right, look at the play action.
First down. Ooh.
That's an easy first down.
That would have been.
Hand the ball off.
Just hand the ball off.
That's an easy first down. Oh, even on some fake play action, you know what I mean? It was still open. It was still available. That's
now,
go ahead.
Now, keep in mind, I'm showing y'all every 3rd and short. I'm showing this is the one they trick people right here, OC, because they'll say, "Boss, why you being negative?" Mm-hmm. It was 3rd and 2, and Gallup dropped the ball.
Right.
Well, this is what it comes down to, y'all. All right. All right, so Gallup did drop the ball, and remember we talked about Dallas Cowboys while passing on short yardage is a 33% success rate. Also, so basically, low probability with a higher risk. It's a low probability of you converting it, and it's a higher risk of what just happened with that drop. But when you run the ball, Dallas Cowboys while running on short yardage is 77% conversion rates up to now, which is a higher probability and a lower risk. This is the other part that I want us to talk about too, OC. That when you're dealing with 2nd and short, 3rd and short, and 4th and short, you also dealing with making or breaking the big mo.
Yep. Momentum.
Yeah. So why are people so mad when we lost against San Fran, OC? What made San Fran loss last year so painful? Can you please explain?
Yeah, because you could clearly see that they treated us like little boys, and we knew what they was gonna do. We talked about what they was gonna do, and because they were so physical at the point of attack, offensively and defensively, man, they ran through us like we were wet cabbage, and that was the whole issue. It wasn't just that we lost the game; it was the manner in which we lost the game. We got physically dominated, and that's what having a strong run game does. And you could see in that game. I even hate to say it, but it's the truth. I hate to say it. You could see in that game our will being broken.
Yeah.
You could see our will being broken by how they were attacking us, Boss Cowboy. And that was the issue, man. And even it was so much so right after, Jerry and Steven, we got to get more physical. We got to have some tough guys. We got to get some guys that want to come downhill, all that talk. Right? Because it was embarrassing, Boss Cowboy.
Yeah, and let me add to what you said too. This is another reason why San Fran hurt so bad, because people knew we was good, and they knew we was almost there. We had all the key tools to win it all last year. So I'm gonna say this, and a lot of y'all go relate with this. When you almost get something, it hurts worse. And it breaks morale faster. Why do you think this whole fan base was so angry after San Fran? It's because we felt like we was almost there, dog. So when you look at a 2nd and 1 or a 3rd and 1 or a 4th and 1 that we don't convert, you kill momentum. And it vibrates through the whole team. That's why what we talking about is so important, because this is another thing that we talking about. Every one of these, that was a 33% success rate because we passed on short yardage. Think about what happened after that. We either punted, we kicked, right? And we took away a drive. That's what happened. So we could have had at least a 40% more times in our 6-2 record. Think about that. 42% more success just by running it in pivotal downs. What does that do in close games? So for everybody
If you are,
go ahead.
Go ahead, boss. I'm sorry.
So
Go ahead, boss,
for everybody that's like, we need to finish drives, we suck in the red zone. A lot of that was exactly what we was looking at on film. It was times to where we elected to pass and it killed drives. And so this is a 2nd and 2 versus Philly. And this is the worst part. We was on most of these games that killed drives. Most of these games where it killed a drive, we was running the ball successfully on these boys.
That's true. That's very true.
So and look at these plays. I'm showing you all the 3rd and shorts, 2nd and shorts, 4th and shorts. They look high risk, don't they? Even the ones we converted, the safest ones that we converted was the one to Schultz. That was the safest one. Go ahead, OC.
Yeah, no, you're right, man. Most of these are just trying to push the ball down the field or up the seam. It's only 2 yards. Like, it's a risk, right? I can see if you threw a crossing route, a 2 route, a out route, a wheel route, like he started to throw now. Those are like high percentage passes, very, very low risk. But he's actually calling stuff in spread and in trips, like pushing the ball down the field, like on 3rd and 1. Like, it's very risky, man. To your point, very risky.
Yeah, he doing a lot of probability, low probability and high risk stuff, but that's what he was doing. All right, so if we go talk about why we are where we are now, you know, and it's important. We are not, and I want to say this is important, we are not where we are because of Kellen Moore evolving. No, we're not. We are where we are because Kellen Moore has been made. Now, that's another conversion. This is another conversion, but it was based on a dump off. Again, dump off conversion. But the rest of those throws was very high risk. Very low probability and high risk. Right. And this is why it's impressive that we actually look at this play. Just bananas. This is a game we winning, dog, and we taking sacks.
Yep.
Because we throwing on short yardage. Now, I'm going to show y'all the film of the 77% conversion rate. I'm going to show y'all every play of what we ran on short yardage. And then we go get into the nitty gritty. Here we go. So this is 2nd and 1, running on short yardage. Did we convert?
Let's see.
Easily.
Yes, looks good to me.
Way more than 1. 3rd and 1, running on short yardage. What did you say?
And by the way, I said, here we go. Okay, here's the toss. There it is first. So,
with ease.
You know, here's the thing that and then pause it. Just you can show the film and pause it because I just want to say one thing real quick.
All right.
And you can go. So here's the deal. The defense is playing to run. Look at the defense. Do you think the defense know we supposed to run?
Yep.
Look at it. It's 10 down there. It's 10 people down there. Look at it. Look at all the bodies. But
converted.
First down.
First down.
Yeah, first down.
First down.
You know we running it. You can't stop it.
3rd and 1.
Matter. You know we supposed to do it.
Yep.
We doing it again.
Yeah. Yeah. See, what we looking at now is high probability and low risk. Touchdown. High probability and low risk. So far, we're 100% conversion rate when we run on third and short, second and short, and fourth and short. Yeah. So, and it's with
man.
a whole, and remember this is Washington. Washington killed us in the middle, but we converted third and short.
Yep.
So, and I'm just letting it play, and and this is we ran a QB sneak with Cooper Rush, converted. As of yet, we have not converted when we kept it on the ground. Yeah.
Yep.
Conversion. It should be so obvious that.
Yeah, and most of the time it's easy work too, man. It's not. These are not even most of these. I mean, that's a conversion based on just a push. He didn't even have to find a hole. We pushed dudes off the ball, man.
Now this one is not converted. We finally got to a time to where we didn't convert.
Yeah, and it's because of miss block, and you're going against Aaron Donald. You know, you're going against a Hall of Fame dude, man. Every now and then you're gonna miss a block on him.
Yeah,
it just happens, man.
Yeah, and so this is another 3rd and 1. And notice when we need 3rd and 1s or 3rd and 2nds, 3rd and 2s, we getting like 4 yards almost every time.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
And so when we get to the games,
100%.
did we go get to the games to where we wasn't converting? And I'm gonna see if y'all notice why. We converting all of these. Everything that we keeping on the ground for the most part, except for one. He needed one right there. He got 3. This one, we didn't convert on the 3rd and 2. Sweat just made a good play right here.
Yeah, he just came down the line hard, man. It just it happens.
Yeah, it happens. So, but for the most part, when they run in north and south, they converting it over 90% of the time.
Yep.
Look at this. Another conversion. So when you heard so now we showed y'all I broke down every pass play on 2nd and short, 3rd and short, 4th and short. It looks so much different than when we just running it north and south. Literally. And I'm just letting it play. And then I'm gonna get to the point. I'm just letting it play. I'm letting your eyes see it. Like, what would you trust if you was the OC on 3rd and short, 2nd and short, and 4th and short? What would you trust? What would you do?
Run the ball.
Run the ball. Some kind of way run the ball. Because we getting way more than what we ask. We saying we need 1 on every one of these. We getting 2 and 3 and 4. Now, let's see when we don't convert, why.
Yep, and that was you can rewind now when that was a bad read by the running back. B, we had a missed block. So normally if we don't convert, we had a missed block, and it's about a wide receiver at the top of the screen near that 30 yard line mark, right? And so the dude came off inside. He got to just try to cut up and put his nose in there. You know what I'm saying? But it just happens. You don't get all of them.
Yeah, and this is the thing. This is what Kellen Moores should have figured out this game. To be honest, when you trying to run east and west on a fast team, you hurting your chances of converting it. You know what I'm saying? That's a 2nd and 1, and we got like 17.
Yeah, man.
But that's when we going north and south. When we running north and south, we killing bars. It's when we start going east and west, basically getting cute. All right, not just going. Yeah. Now they just stopped that. They won. Defense won. They won that one.
Yep.
So
watch this one. Watch Ezekiel Elliott run through somebody's neck. Boom, boom, boom,
boom.
There it is.
So I'm gonna save this one because that's the big one against Chicago. And that's the one. So, and this is what I want to show y'all that should really enlighten y'all a lot. All right, this what I'm getting ready to show y'all. I think this go put it to bed. All debates on this, right? And then we go sum it up. All right. So I'm gonna show y'all the Eagles on short yardage. All right, this is important because says a lot about our enemy, and this is not bopping the Eagles. This is more so about assessing the enemy and looking at how they think. All right, so let me put this. Here we go. So let me put up these Eagle bars. All right, we got these Eagle bars. And let's just look at their plays, all right? Because I also broke down, y'all hear me out. I broke down their short yardage. Now, this is what's crazy. Notice in the beginning when they had a 2nd and 2, right? Or a 3rd and goal or a 4th and 1, they was running a lot of shotgun and scrambling. Now, this is early. This is what they was doing, all right? So I want y'all to peep it. So they converted the first one, the 3rd and goal with Detroit. They ran it out of shotgun, right? They ran Hurts, but it didn't convert. 4th and 1, they did it again, right? Ran Hurts, it converted, right? 2nd and 1, no huddle, shotgun again, meaning he's not under center. They didn't convert. So they looking very Kellen Moore-ish. Remember, blue is they passed it out of a short yardage, and they didn't convert this one, but it was out of shotgun. Okay, 3rd and 2, out of shotgun, they converted it. 3rd and goal, out of shotgun, they converted it. 3rd and 2, out of shotgun, they passed it. Remember, it's blue. They converted it. 2nd and 2, out of shotgun, they converted it, but it was to Gaineswell. 1st and goal on Detroit 2nd, they converted it. 1st and goal on Detroit, they converted it. Obviously, when you seeing all this yellow, that mean they was sticking to the run game. They wasn't throwing it, but they was doing it out of shotgun. So I'm gonna get to the point. You gonna see that Philly made a change. I'm showing y'all now. This is versus the Vikings. They out of shotgun, converted. They doing a lot of shotgun. They didn't convert. They went to shotgun on 3rd and 2. They converted. Okay. Now I'm looking at the end.
Boss, I'm gonna pass it to you.
Okay.
I'm gonna pass it to you, big bro. I may jump back in though. I'm gonna pass it to you right now.
Cool, I got it. So this is the deal. All right, OC, appreciate it. So this is the deal. Notice that they running a whole lot of no huddle, and they was having pretty good success, right? At this point, they are starting to roll, but then they ran up against Washington, right? And on 4th and 1, they didn't convert. They did the shotgun again. They converted it. 1st and 1 on Washington's 1, they passed. They didn't convert. 2nd and 1, shotgun. They didn't convert. 3rd and goal on the Washington 1, they went shotgun again, meaning Hurts was not on the center, but they didn't convert. 4th and goal on the Washington 2, they converted it. 3rd and 1, they converted it, but it was Hurts on the shotgun. This is the big thing I'm gonna tell you. That's the biggest clue to the Eagles and why it's not about being fancy. Because guess what? At this time, the Eagles was rolling on teams. I want y'all to hear me out on what I'm getting ready to say. But they didn't rest on their laurels and say, because this is what a lot of people do with Boss Cowboy Sports. Boss, why are you being critical and negative? We're winning, boss. Because when you trying to win a championship, you gotta be greedy for everything that can make you better, even when you're winning. And especially when you're winning. Because notice, even though they rolling, and most of these teams, especially their first 4 games, they controlled them. But they looked at their 3rd and short and they said, we can be better. And guess what they start doing? They stopped doing as much shotgun and they started doing more QB sneak. And they made it even more boring and simpler. So versus the Jags on 3rd and 1, they was in shotgun. They ran Sanders. Okay. 4th and 1, Jay Hurts up the middle. Converted. 2nd and 3, shotgun. They ran Sanders. 3rd and 1, they went no huddle. Jay Hurts up the middle. Remember, they was doing shotgun on 3rd and shorts when they was using their quarterback. They changed it. They only started using shotgun to hand it off to the running backs because they was like, this works better. Even though they was winning. Yeah, you saw Sugar Daddy in the Detroit game. They was shotgun using Hurts. By the time they got to the Jags, they said, hold on, bro. We winning, but we can be better. Yeah, if you go look, they was like, I don't like all this. Even though we beat Washington, I don't like the fact that we didn't have a good conversion rate. And they made the adjustment. Philly. Yeah. And you can just look at it. So I'm showing you the data now. I'm going to show y'all later the film. And tell me now, 3rd and 1 against the Jags. No huddle, Hurts up the middle. 3rd and 2nd, shotgun, Sanders. 4th and 1, Jay Hurts up the middle. 2nd and 2, shotgun, Sanders. So hold on. That's also giving you a pattern on Philly. If you're looking at the data, it's telling you this as a tendency that when they go shotgun in short situations, they likely getting ready to run it. It's also telling you that when they under center in short situations, they getting ready to sneak it. If we just look at the data and we look at the trend of what they doing, and they didn't stop. Go look at it. Versus the Cardinals, 4th and 1, no huddle, Hurts up the middle. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy at all. So hold on real quick. I appreciate this comment. This is real. I like this, man. I appreciate this. He said, $4.99. I appreciate the super chat. He said, love the trillness. This is elite Cowboys content, bar none. Yeah, bro. I know. I said this before I did this video. This is gonna be my best one. This is gonna be my best one because this is a pure trend. You can't not see this. I also have the references of the play-by-play. You can go look this up for yourself. You can cross-reference me and see if I'm making this up. You can go see if I left out anything. I didn't leave out one thing. Film or data. I didn't leave out not one thing, dog. And you can clearly see what they're doing. You can see it. Let's keep going. Versus the Cardinals, 3rd and 1, no huddle, Hurts up the middle. 2nd and goal, Hurts up the middle. 2nd and 1, shotgun. What they doing? So listen, when you see shotgun and it's 3rd and short, 2nd and short, 4th and short, you know what they doing. But it's not even about if you know what they doing. It's about the conversion rate. It's what and this is what they did. This is what Philly did. Philly said it ain't gotta be pretty. It ain't gotta be pretty. They said this is what we want. We want the high probability with a lower risk. That's what Philly doing. That's also what makes them dangerous. That's what makes them dangerous, because they don't have an OC that's trying to be cute. They got an OC that's just doing what works. And that's what makes them dangerous. They not better than Dallas. They not. It's nothing about Philly that's better than Dallas, except coaching. Except the OC. I'm being real, y'all. The OC has more common sense than our OC. Their OC don't care about being fancy. Their OC would do boring old QB sneak because it's a higher probability and a lower risk of turnover. Over and over and over again. Yeah. So when we hear Jerry and Mike Lombardi talking about what are we doing well on third down and why we're better on third down, I'm gonna show you in a minute why we're better on third down, but I'm gonna also show you what we need to watch for Kellen Moore. Because after this show, you gonna know exactly what to watch for. Enough of this, boss. Be happy because we're winning, boss. No. Yes, I am happy that we're winning, but I also see a risk if we don't handle third down, second and shorts, fourth and shorts smart. We will lose games that we're supposed to win easily. We will lose games that we're supposed to win easily. And we will lose because ego. We will lose because we got an OC that's doing too much. We got an OC, if you don't watch him, he'll go to lower probabilities. He'll say 33% chance of us converting this. Let's pass. What the fuck? Say, Philly over here like it's a high probability that we go get it with a QB sneak, or we go shotgun and we go run the ball and we go convert it a lot. It ain't gonna be pretty. Our quarterback ain't gonna get no accolades of this. Our OC not go, they not gonna be talking about he's a future head coach. Look how genius that play call was. But guess what? They gonna be winning. So I'm gonna show you the film of Philly. This is the most boring film you gonna ever see, but it's effective. Look, running on short yardage. And I started with the Jags game because that's when they changed it up. They went shotgun, they ran it, they didn't convert. All right? So let's just watch Philly. Let's just watch them. Let's just see what they doing when it's short yardage. 4th and 1, running on short yardage. Let's see what they do. They ran a QB sneak. Converted. Let's see. 2nd and 3, running on short yardage. Let me guess. Shotgun, and they go run it. Yep, there's shotgun. They go hand it off. And there it is. Converted. Sticking to what works. All right, here we go. 3rd and short. 3rd and 1, running on short yardage. Yeah, QB sneak. Boring. But it worked. 3rd and 2nd, let me guess. Shotgun, and they go hand it off. Watch. Shotgun. Hand it off. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. 4th and 1, running on short yardage. Let's see what they do. Do they get fancy? Do they get pretty? Do they do anything? Do they run outside? Nope. QB sneak. QB sneak, y'all. 2nd and 2, running on short yardage. Let's see what they do. Shotgun, hand it off. Up and converted. Philly ain't doing nothing complicated, y'all. 4th and 1, running on short yardage. Up, QB sneak. Hold on, let me pause this. We got us another super chat, bro. I appreciate these super chats. But am I lying? Am I lying on what they doing? Am I lying? They not doing nothing special. He said, truth be told, the last season I found this channel, I know we are better and smarter football fans because of, let me see, it's this. because of this OC, Coach Marvin Amp as well. Man, I appreciate that, big dog. I appreciate that's what we're here to do, man. Is this show is important because it's actually teaching us what to look for. Like, we gonna be looking at this as coaches now. We gonna be looking at this as real life coaches. So this is the deal. I ain't gonna, hold on, I don't want to get ahead of myself, because I'm gonna show y'all what to look for. So now when we watching games, you gonna watch them different. It ain't gonna be about that oh, we winning, boss, we're winning, stop complaining. No, that's if you simple. But if you really looking at the patterns of, are we working in championship patterns, you should see us running the ball north and south on short yardage. That's the key. North and south. High probability, low risk runs. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. What works? Hold on real quick, bro. See, you playing too much, dog. See, this dude you playing, he's out rock with Kellen. He needs his bag. See, you boys know how to piss me off, bro. See, y'all know exactly how to get under my skin, dog. I know you playing with me, bro. Don't do that, though, bro. Bro, I get real sensitive on this subject. You would get shot down playing with me right now. You would get shot down, bro. On this right here, I ain't playing. I know you trolling. Yeah, it's all good. It is good, man. I'm learning, y'all. I'm learning when to laugh and when to be serious. But going back to the film, all right, we going back to the film, and we just showing you, like, it's not about being fancy. 2nd and 2, if you guess they go be in shotgun and hand it off, you was right. Yep. And they didn't convert it. Why? Because they went outside of themselves. What did they do this time? See, this time they got cute. Look, what did they do? RPO, and I'm going to keep it. Womp womp. If you would have stuck to what you was doing, likely you would have converted that too. Getting cute on that RPO. Look. But it's 3rd and 1 now. What do? They go back to what works. QB sneak. 2nd and 1. They go do it again. Nothing different. Nothing different. And touchdown. 2nd and 1. Running on short yardage. Yep, shotgun, hand it off, and convert it. 3rd and 1, running on short yardage. I bet you it's going to be a QB sneak. Watch this. Watch this. If you guessed it was QB sneak, God! What the? They do it again. 3rd and 1, QB sneak. Nothing different. Converted. And this is what keeps their drives alive. This is, oh, y'all thought they didn't do it on Dallas? Oh, they did it on Dallas even worse. Yeah. Every time it was 3rd and 1, 2nd and 1, you already knew what they was gonna do. Yeah. So they doing 2nd and 1. It's shotgun this time. They gonna hand it off. And convert it. Dude, Philly is so simple, bro. Listen, I broke this down from my couch, dog. Running on short, yep, shotgun and run it. Yep. Shotgun running or QB sneak is all they doing, bro, on these pivotal downs. This is against Dallas, 2nd and short. Shotgun, they gonna hand it off. Boop. I promise you, bro, I could be the D coordinator against Philly. I will be saying exactly what they gonna do and be right. 2nd and 2, running on short. Yeah, look. It's clear. Shotgun, hand it off. Right, Sugar Daddy. See, Sugar Daddy, you said it. And this is also what makes them dangerous. Look, what you said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right. They are sticking with what works. The only thing they doing, it is not fancy. This is what they doing. So the Dallas Cowboys, when they run on short yardage, they convert 70% of the time. But Kellen Moore early in the season, he was going with the 33% option. Yeah, he was going with the 33% option. Philly said, you know what? We got a high probability keeping the ball on the ground on our third and shorts, and we break the will of these teams. Yeah, they running that's all they running is RPOs. But see, this is the thing on their RPOs. Good super chat on this one. I'm gonna acknowledge this super chat. Yeah, they running RPOs, but Hurts is keeping it. I mean, he not keeping it, he giving it away. And the one time he kept it, he killed a conversion. So guess what? Philly adjusted. They said, hey, bro, just hand it off. Shotgun. We gonna line up in shotgun. Hand it off. I don't care about you reading the defensive end. We running the ball, bro. Stop. I don't care about you doing all this reading, trying to see if the defensive end crashing down to see if you go keep it, all of that. No, Philly, like, if it's second and short, third and short, fourth and short, we gonna line up a shotgun, we gonna hand that thing off. If it's second and one, third and one, fourth and one, we go QB sneak it and we go keep this drive going. Yeah. What was Dallas doing? See, this is also why you know we better. Hear me out. We better because we have an OC in training and we 6-2. Think about that. We got an OC in training and we 6-2. And we won 4 games with a backup while we training our OC.
Yoga fire. Yoga fire.
We are
Yoga
literally
rain.
we are 6-2 while training our OC to be a responsible play caller. Think about that. Think about that. So if you think I'm lying about training Kellen Moore to be a responsible play caller, listen to Bobby Belt. And then I'm going to get back into the film. Then we go break down the rest of this. Because this is my most important show as of today. Because originally, my most important show was exposing the war between Mike McCarthy and Kellen Moore. Well, at this point, Mike McCarthy done won that thing. He done won. Now, we still got to keep our eyes open, but Mike McCarthy has proven that the run identity is the way to go with Dallas. You got Jerry saying it and you got Steven saying it, and that's what truly tied the arms of Kellen Moore. See, he couldn't buck. See, he was buck. See, this is what a lot of people don't understand. Last year, Kellen Moore was bucking Mike McCarthy. Yeah, let me take this super chat real quick. He was bucking him, bro. Because Mike McCarthy was saying last year, I want us to target Amari. Did he get his targets? He was saying, I want us to run the ball last year. Did we run the ball last year, the last 8 games? But when Steven Jones and Jerry after Tampa start whooping his butt, then we start seeing it. My coach Marv in the house, he said Kellen is learning how to keep physical presence to his offense, which opens up everything else. Amen, Coach Marv. What's up, Coach? Coach in the building, man. So I always get to see Coach Marv. Yes, he is learning on the job. And this is the thing. This is the first time. This is the first time Kellen Moore is really truly being trained how to be an OC. This is the first time. So when you hear Mike Lombardi talk about them young OCs, and he talk about, man, them boys been in the basement playing Madden, they just want yards. That is truly Kellen Moore, and he still is like that. A lot of people don't see it, but after this show, I'm gonna show you how to see it, how to know when he going into that dump stuff. Cause see, me and Coach, when we do the live games, we see it. We see it live, and we call it out live. When we be watching the games, me, Coach Marv, and Elp, we see when he going to the dumb stuff, and we call it out on the spot because we know how to see it. Because you got to know what a managed game look like. If you just looking at games on did we win, did we lose, you will miss out on the risk of Kellen Moore. You will miss it. But if you learn what a smart managed game look like, you'll be like, oh, okay, now he working this game. So that's why versus Chicago, me and Coach Marv got real mad when he came out throwing when it was 25 seconds left in the half. And he come out and he go vertical and they intercept the ball and you put your defense back on the field. You're like, what? Control this game, man. Go into halftime and rest your D. That's the strength of your team. Why are you being aggressive? See, this is what Kellen Moore got to figure out. And this is what a lot of fans got to figure out. The days of the Dallas Cowboys leaning on their offense to be the heroes is over. If we smart. The days of us having a trash defense and we need Dak and them to have 40 and 50 burgers to win games are over. Bruh. If we smart. But if you still got an OC that's out there thinking, I need to be aggressive right now, you are not managing any game, sir. Because if you managing this game, you say, you know what? I could be aggressive right now, but we got 25 seconds. The strength of our team is our defense. I'm going to run this clock out. I don't even want to risk putting my defense back out there because they are the strength of our team. I have to manage time of possession and I have to call a game that's going to keep them balls rested because when they're rested, they don't give up points. Yeah, that's the whole key thing of what I'm saying. When they're rested, they don't give up points. You will win a championship if you learn how to be a game manager, OC, Mr. Kellen Moore. You could literally win a championship. This is also why Coach Marv been saying we don't need a receiver. See, I get what he's saying. See, a lot of people misunderstanding Coach Marv. You know, people got caught up the other day when he was on Lost Show. I understood the big picture of what he's saying. I get it. I don't all the way agree with it, but I still get the big picture of what he's saying. And then Coach been saying this too. About him getting in the press box. I appreciate this super chat, Coach Marv. He said Kellen needs to be in the skybox to be better. I agree. And honestly, Coach, I think he needs to get out of himself. I think it's too much of Kellen Moore that's about Kellen Moore. That's why when you look at the early games, and I'm just keeping it real, y'all. This ain't about beating up Kellen Moore, but this is just keeping it real. What did we say about third and shorts and that type of stuff? And we look at the pattern. It's about momentum. It's about, look what he was doing in the pivotal downs early. In the pivotal downs early versus Tampa, he throwing it. Remember, if it's blue, that means we threw it. He did the same thing mostly with the Bengals. Look, in the pivotal downs, the 3rd and 2s, the 4th and 2s, the 2nd and 1s, the 3rd and 2s, and the 2nd and 2nds. He threw it. Hold on, we got a nice fat super chat from Miss Charles, Miss Sadiqua. The mama of everybody. She everybody mama. She said, Biss. She meant boss. I thank you for tonight. You did your thing tonight. And thank you for seeing much more and truly understanding football much better. Ain't no problem, Miss Charles. And thank you for always being not just faithful to this channel, but everybody's channel. You are a true treasure to the community. I really mean that. You are awesome. We love you. But just going back, that's when you go look at it and you just look at Kellen Moore, right? And we look at him when he had the power. When he had the power on the pivotal downs, he was doing what he does. On the pivotal downs, he was throwing. That's what he was doing. And whenever he gets a chance, and see, this is why people don't understand this channel. I'm being honest, a lot of people don't understand this channel because this is a channel that's dedicated to putting ideas out there that's gonna help us win championships. Some people, and I do understand this, bro. I understand this. Some people fan to where they just want to have a good time. If you just want to have a good time and you want to just cheer on your Cowboys and you don't want to hear nothing that threatens us from a championship, this is not the channel for you. Because every now and then I'm going to expose something that could be a risk of us losing. And it's going to sound negative, but what I'm doing is I'm exposing stuff that we need to keep our eye on, even though we winning. That's what Philly did. I showed you. That's what Philly did. Philly, yet while they was winning, they still didn't rest on their laurels, did they? If you go look at Philly and what they did. I already showed you early. What was they doing? Shotgun Hurts, and he was scrambling. 4th and 1, shotgun Hurts, scrambling. Then they had a game and they was like, hold on, look at they played Washington. They said, hold on, look at how many times we was trash on not converting. And they simplified it even more. They said, I tell you what, we not go get more fancy, we go get more basic. Bruh.
Finish him.
Yoga fire.
They said we go get. They said we're going to the basics. See, Kellen will say, let's get smarter. See, and let me explain why we got to keep our eye on Kellen Moore. Even though we winning. Listen, y'all. Hear me out. Hear me all the way out. This is why you got to keep your eye on Kellen Moore, even though we winning. Me and Amp talked about this today. Shout out to my homie Amp. Shout out, big dog. Me and Amp talked about this today. Do you know how hard it is to break Kellen Moore? I want y'all to think about that. Kellen Moore is hard to break, y'all. And rightfully so. So let's explain why it's so hard to break him and to teach him and to get him fully to embrace being a responsible play caller. Do y'all know that Kellen Moore to this day is the #1 winning QB in NCAA history? Yeah, Kellen freaking Moore. So you got to think about that. Think about that. He said, this is what scares me about Big Mike. Didn't hire Kellen, Jerry, and Son. Then Kellen still might push back at the end. I agree with that. But this is we gonna talk about that though. We gonna talk about that. Let me talk about that. Let me come back to that one because that's gonna take me off of my thought. I'm gonna come back to this thought though. But let me first break down before I break down that thought. This is why it's so hard to break Kellen. You got to understand that a lot of his personal success has come from wild play calling at Boise State. And he did that with inferior athletes. So in his mind, he like, being creative made me. Being wild made me. Do y'all remember Boise State in them bowl games? Do you remember how many times their games came down to a trick play at the end that they actually won the game on? So you looking at a guy who owes his whole life to being smart and tricky and intelligent, and you trying to break him down into simplicity. And you trying to break him down to, hey, we ain't got to be fancy. Just run the ball north and south, and you going to have a 77% chance of converting it. But see, he got all of his Boise State success from the 33%. So you trying to break somebody who was made from being a tricky person, from being what's the play call? Not do we have the players? See, what Philly is saying is we have the players. So instead of getting more fancy, let's just go with our offensive line, which most have us ranked top 3. Let's get behind our quarterback. Let's get behind our quarterback who can squat 600 pounds. Let's just put him behind the line of scrimmage. Hey, forget being pretty. Let's just go with what works. Let's just do that. That's what Philly is doing. And that's why it's so hard to break Kellen Moore. But the good thing is we got the right OC. I mean, the right head coach. We got a head coach who is doing a good job of transforming Kellen Moore into an RPC. Shout out to the OC. OC came up with that. See, the OC say stuff that be low-key genius sometimes, bro. I gotta get OC his props. The OC be saying stuff, it go right over my head sometimes, and then I gotta re-listen to the show. I say, man, what'd he say? He said, man, Kellen Moore is being transformed to an RPC, responsible play caller. I said, oh, I'm so glad I re-listened to this show. Although we got us a super chat from Coach Marv. You know Coach Marv be bringing that funk. He be bringing that funk. Let me see what Coach Marv talking about. He said, the Eagles lean on their strengths, their O-line to make the others better. Our strengths are our O-line and running backs. Thank you, Coach. Keep preaching. He said, our strengths are our O-line and running backs. Lean on them and make the receivers better. Facts!
Yoga fire!
Facts! All right, here we go. And so that brings us to Mike Lombardi. And I want y'all to listen to Mike Lombardi because he broke this down very well on smart game management. I want y'all to listen to this. Then we go really break down what to look for in the games to come, and how to make sure we on the right track. Because listen, y'all, we finna roll these next teams. I'm just letting y'all know. Y'all kick your feet up. You finna have a good time. Wait, when you finna have a go, boy, where our offense is headed right now, go get ready. Are we championship ready? I don't know. But are we good enough to win most of the rest of these games?
Yoga fire!
Easily. All right, listen though. Listen to Mike Lombardi. Listen to this. Listen, he went hard. Listen.
Michael, my issue with this formula.
Hold on, here it is. Hey, I also have all these links in the description, so make sure y'all click on it and hear the entire interview. All right, because it's fire. All right, like Mike Lombardi is one of my favorites. Y'all make sure y'all follow him. He's a very good follow. He talks in-depth football. You will get much better in your football IQ just listening to Lombardi. Even if you don't agree with him, I've been listening to him for a little while now, man. The boy knows football. And then yeah. See, you already ahead of me, Tyrone. Let me go back. See, you already ahead of me. Let me go back. Oh, because he gonna talk about those tight ends. But see, this is important. Listen to this.
Michael, my issue with this formula is, hey, if you have Daniel Jones, all good. Garoppolo, okay. Hurts, can he throw it? Fine. In Dallas, we got a $40 million quarterback, and Jerry's telling us every Tuesday we want to run the football, play defense, and punt. Is that an indictment of your quarterback making that much money?
See, and that's the debate that's going on right now. That's the debate that's going on right now. Sean raised a good point. He was like, you paying Dak $40 million? Shouldn't you be throwing the ball? Basically is what he's saying. And then they making light of what Jerry said, to where Jerry said our team should be based on our defense, running the ball and punting. Jerry actually making a whole lot of sense.
Yoga fire!
Oh, I'm gonna get into that because people missing it. They missing it. But listen to the Mike break this down. Listen, but Lombardi, shout out to you, Mike. You went hard on this. Listen.
No, because look, let's go to Tom Brady. Tom Brady's not having a good season this year, right? For Tom Brady to be every quarterback in the league, maybe with the exception of Mahomes, and Josh Allen has to be managed correctly. Okay,
you heard that? Every quarterback got to be managed correctly. Talk.
Just a fallacy. Forget about how much they're making. It's about how you have to win the game. And
it's about how you win the game. And yes, it is pocket watching. Yes, it is.
So the way to win the game, if you're Tampa Bay, is Brady needs a really good tight end. He don't have one. Brady needs a really good slot, right? So Brady's had Gronk, he's had Aaron Hernandez, and then he's had, for slots, he's had Wes Welker, Danny Amendola, and Julian Edelman. And then for nickelbacks, he's had Kevin Falk, Shane Vereen, and James White. He doesn't have any of those three.
And he's struggling. See, talk that talk. Ooh, see, I love good football talk. I love it when balls just make sense.
Yoga fire.
But if you go to where people don't know football, why can't Dak be like Brady and Aaron Rodgers? He don't need weapons. He can just throw guys open.
So everybody's, what's wrong with the Bucs? The Bucs don't have the supporting cast that makes Brady great. So it's the same thing in Dallas. The supporting cast in Dallas doesn't allow him to be the player he needs to be, and why not play to your strength?
See, that's the key right there. Like, ooh. See, to answer the question, you paid him $40 million. Why not throw it around? Because guess what? You're not throwing it to the same guys you was throwing it to last year. See, last year, Amari Cooper was your number 2. And Cooper was your number 1. Gallup didn't have an ACL injury. See, yeah, see, it's different. See, Mike is telling them you got to adjust to what you are now. You got to create the game plan to your strengths. It's not about we paid Dak all this money, so just throw it to cripples if you have to. Throw them open. We paid you. We paid you. See, that's real finite thinking. When you really trying to put it all together and you really trying to say, what should the Dallas Cowboys be in 2022? Hold on, I missed the super chat. Hold on, Tyrone Church. I almost missed your super chat. Hey man, if I miss y'all super chat, y'all remind me, because I'm doing a lot. I'm producing, keeping up with what I'm saying, keeping up with the different changes and all that kind of stuff. And I'm trying to keep up with the chat at the same time. So I appreciate y'all patience. But Tyrone Church said, did anyone complain when John Elway had the same plan to win a Super Bowl, run the ball, play action, and tight end overuse? Nope, they didn't. No, they didn't. Yeah, they accepted it. They had no problem when Terrell Davis was the one that was the real key to helping them get over the hump. They didn't say, hey, Elway got this arm. Shit, throw the ball. No, they was like, run the ball. It's working. Even though your numbers not going to be good, Elway, hey, your team is built to run the ball. Listen, ever since we got Tyler Smith, our team has been built to run the ball. Got us another super chat. Rico said, Mike is trying to help Kellen understand the team strength. Thank you, bro. Thank you. That's the key right there. Mike is trying to help Kellen understand the team strength and understand how to manage the game situation better. Exactly. And see, this is the problem. I still feel like he pushing back. Because if you know the team strength, you wouldn't come out with 25 seconds left and throw a vertical shot to CD Lamb. You wouldn't. If you know the strength of your team, Daisy say, hey boss, how are you tonight? I'm chilling. I'm doing actually very good. I'm rested. And this is the content that I couldn't wait to talk about. Because this got something that can make us win. What I'm talking about right now. What I'm talking about right now can help us win this whole thing. I put it like this, and I mean this. If we had the right running philosophy versus San Fran, we whooped them. If we didn't come out there with that old system offense, think about how stupid that system offense let us down under Kellen Moore. It did. It's that system offense is why we don't have Amari Cooper. Yeah, it's the system offense. Hold on real quick. We got us another super chat from Coach Marv. Coach Marv, he said Aikman got paid big money. Elway got paid, but lean on strengths to win. Super Bowls, when they had Cooper, we won. Games with the running game. Do we want to be exciting or win Super Bowls? Hey, I want to win a Super Bowl, Coach. I want to be just like the 90s. I want to be boring as hell. I'm serious. Because, see, when you... And this is the thing. And Coach go say this first. Actually, we will run it up on you running the ball. It's not even boring. It's no way you watch them teams in the 90s and said that was boring. A lot of times you'll look at Aikman numbers, you'll say, that's all he did? Because you will swear he did more because the game was on fire. You know what I mean? You'll be like, I could have swore Aikman threw for more than that. It was because they was balling. It don't even mean, because see, this is what a lot of people think. They think because we running the ball, it's going to be boring. Bro, when we was 6-1 last year, bro, that was dope. Do you remember how fun that was when we was killing Chargers? When Steele came out there and he was just D-boying Bosa? Dunking balls, and we over here like, ooh. I loved it. I don't know about y'all, but it wasn't boring to me. It wasn't boring to me. We got us another super chat. Appreciate the super chats. He said, my boy Amp, he said, it's hard to come out flat when that run game clicking, bro. Exactly, bro. And it's demoralizing. We got us another super chat. He said, the number shows that when running the ball constantly, Dak is almost undefeated. Bro. Yeah. Facts. So, and now we talking about the conversions, but let me go back real quick to what Mike Lombardi was talking about. Here we go.
If your strength is defense, why would I want to turn the ball over? You know,
ooh, did you hear that? Come on, talk that talk. Ooh, Mike said. Mike, can you say that again, please? Mike, can you repeat that, please? Mike, I need you to say that for the people in the back.
Your strength. If your strength is defense, why would I want to turn the ball over? You know, like, that's being smart. That's not protecting a $40 million investment. That's just smart. And unfortunately, in the NFL, what we're seeing is a lot of dumb.
Oh!
I mean, we're seeing a lot of dumb.
Oh!
Why do you think? Why are points down?
Because people are stopping kicking field goals. I mean, you know, they say Mike McDaniel's a brilliant coach, right? Brilliant. Okay, I asked somebody the other.
Hold on, we got us another super chat, Daisy. Oh, I appreciate this. Daisy say, I appreciate this. Yeah, she said the number show. Oh, no. This is the super chat right here. She said, just because I love your content, keep doing what you do. Love it. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love. And y'all, you know, definitely donating to the channel and, you know, just helping us do what we do. Because obviously we do this out of love. The OC love this. I love this. Everybody that pretty much does this at the level we do it, we love it. Yeah, and good observation, Anthony. He said a lot of KC pass plays are really run plays, quick passes. That's true, and we can talk about that as an option. We can, especially when you talk about the way, if you talk about the way we was throwing the ball. So, see, you gonna have me go too deep into that. I ain't gonna get into that right now, Anthony. That's a good statement you made, but you gonna take me down a hole I don't want to go down right now, because it'll take me off task. But you right, and that's a very good point. And I wouldn't even tell Kellen Moore that, because Kellen Moore he would use that as a reason to not run the ball. But anyway, going back to what Mike was saying, good comment. I appreciate that, Ant. You always bring that fire. Here we go. Listen to this though.
I said this on my podcast. Give me 3 examples of why he's brilliant.
Hold on. We got us another super chat. Because I'm trying to get to y'all super chats, man. I appreciate these super chats. And not just the money, it's the fact that y'all putting good comments with this stuff too. Oh, Spock say, you go open up the lines? I got a really good question for you. Spock, I tried to fix the phones right before the show. Me and Amp did a test, and I couldn't get them phones to work. I'm gonna literally have to get with my sound engineer, and it's gonna take a long, it's gonna cost me some money to get these this fixed, because I don't know what's going on. We did a long test right before the show, and sorry, the phones are not working. But since you got the super chat, shoot your question in that super chat, and then I answer it the best I can, big dog. Appreciate the super chat. And I'm doing my best on the phones. Y'all, my boy say womp womp womp. I know, bro. I know, man. Y'all don't go too hard on me, man. Trust me. I want them phones bad. Listen, Boss Cowboy Sports, we never go be what we can be and should be without y'all. For real. Like, it's y'all that make this even better. Obviously, I got a lot of content today, but it's 1,000 times better when I got the phones on and we able to hear y'all voices. Because y'all voice do matter, and y'all bring up good stuff. Just like the OC brought up the RPC. You know what I'm saying? I get so much good stuff from y'all. Like, that turned into more content. Coach Moore said last week Tampa had 52 passes, just had 16 points. KC had 58 passes, 20 points. What's wrong with that? See, don't get Coach Marv going. Don't get Coach going. He would go on you. Hey, Pastor, how you doing? He said, boss, we need that Bill Callahan 2014 O-line run the ball formula. That would kill. Yes. Woo. See, y'all try to get me to go down the hole. Ooh. See, this is the deal. That 2014 led the league in turnovers. But they wasn't even close to as good as this defense is. But it was why? Because we kept them rested. It's the same principle, Pastor. It's the same principle. If you got an OC that is managing games, that's not out there trying to put up big yards only. That's his only thing in life is I want to put up big yards. If you got an OC that's keeping the family in mind, not just you out there kicking it, big dog. Because you know how we get sometimes as men, we get a lady, we get married, then we want to act single. We start hitting the club. We start going out like we single. No, bro, slow down. It's not about you. It's about the family. Sometimes you got to have discipline enough to chill out and keep your family together. It's not just about you, Kellen. It's not about your yards, homie. It's not about, let's go vertical. We got 25 seconds. Let's try to score. No. Protect the family. You got to look out for the whole family now, Kellen. Not just your offense, dog. You got a family to think about. You got a family. And now the defense is dependent on you to be smart. Why do you think we had so many bodies dropping versus Chicago on defense? Kellen Moore was leaving them out there too long. Hold on real quick. He say, boss, OC, Coach Marv, Amp, y'all can never stop this channel, right? I quit cable for y'all.
Yoga fire.
No, we in this for the long haul. This is my hustle, man. I love this. I told Law this today. My goal is to be like Law better. I don't want to work for nobody. Nah, I ain't finna listen. Boss ain't finna work for nobody. It's gonna be Boss Cowboy Sports because independent is the way. It's the way, and I don't have to beg for money. I just need to do good content. I need to be genuine. I need to just continue to put out ideas that's gonna help us win. That's it. That's it. And then once you get to a certain point, you fully independent and you making real good money. Just being yourself. Why would I want to work for somebody? No, I'm here though. I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. And plus, this is the power of independence. Me and Law talked about this today, bruh. I ain't gotta hold my tongue for nobody. I ain't gotta hold my tongue for nobody. So that's the value of dealing with true independent people. When you're dealing with people that I ain't gotta answer to nobody. So if I put out content that expose Kellen Moore, Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, Mike McCarthy, Dan Quinn, I don't care who it is. If it's somebody that's in the way of a championship, I'm speaking on it. And I'm exercising my independence. So no, I ain't going nowhere. Coach Moore say 2014, Dez was killing by himself. Romo was killing running the ball. Bro, See, Coach.
Yoga fire.
Nah, and my boy say, and don't. Trust me. Listen, I look at this from a big picture. Trust me, I ain't going nowhere. Trust me, I ain't going nowhere. And I'm thinking, like, I told Law and Big Game James, I said, bro, you might as well accept independence. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool to get a job. You know, you'll get more followers and all that kind of stuff a little bit faster and all that kind of stuff. But, man, I ain't trading independence. No. Yeah, I just ain't trading it. Just what it is. Anyway, so we here. The OC here ain't going nowhere. Coach Marv ain't going nowhere. Amp ain't going nowhere. Amp told me, hey, bro, I don't know if I might want to jump in that game, but he still ain't going nowhere because he rocking with me. So occasionally, trust me, you go hear from Amp. We ain't going nowhere. We in this for the rings. Yeah, and plus we love this. We ain't going nowhere. Like I get energy doing this. I get tired doing other things. I get energized doing this. I do. I get more and more energy the more and more I prepare content to help us win. I swear to God, I get energy doing this. I get tired after doing this. Yeah, Rico say nothing like freedom. Yeah, nothing like it. Really. And then listen, and then you also ain't gonna see me because I'm independent. You ain't gonna never see me sucking up to nobody. Ever. You ain't gonna never see me trying to be in this clique or that clique. You ain't gonna never see that. You ain't gonna never see Boss trying to fit in and rub elbows. No, Boss don't need to rub elbows. The OC don't need to rub elbows. No, we don't. We just gonna be who we are. That's good enough. That's good enough. So anyway, man, yeah, I feel you. Yeah, the big time show, he say, I ain't going nowhere. Exactly, we ain't going nowhere. Well, you go, yeah, you might see us take a break, but we ain't going nowhere. Is OC back? I think I heard something. OC, you back? I thought I heard the OC in the back. I wasn't hearing nothing. All right, so anyway, going back to what I was saying, though, with Lombardi. Y'all listen to this.
The guy goes, he's got a 16-10 lead. The game is going on. His quarterback, Tua, is trying to throw 5 interceptions if you watch the tape.
Sure.
He's trying to throw 5 of them, okay? They just didn't catch him. He's watching the same game I'm watching. I'm 1,500 miles away, and I'm saying every point's going to matter in this game because Pittsburgh can't score, and you're not going to score. I mean, the last 4 weeks they haven't scored. The highest point total they had in Miami with Tua is 21 points, okay? 21 points. All right, so, like, every point matters for you, but you decide to turn down the field goal. And, of course, nobody in the national media says a bad word about it because he's brilliant. Like, look, I get you went to Yale. I get you go to Yale.
See, he low-key talking how they was talking about Kellen Moores last year, remember? He's genius. He's genius. Number 1 offense. Ooh, he's genius. He like, and this is how I was. I was like, no, he ain't genius, bro. No, that game management is not genius. Going into San Fran, Pollard rested and he touched the ball, I think only 3 times. That is not genius, dog. CeeDee Lamb going against an inexperienced corner versus San Fran and he barely is targeted. That is womp play calling. And a lot of us start seeing through it. We were like, nah. This offense is good against weak teams, but when it come up against formidable opponents, oh yeah, thank you. 4 carries. 4 carries? It shouldn't be not one game to where Tony Pollard don't touch the ball at least 15 times. Yeah, that's what Mike Lombardi was talking about. That type of stuff. Now, let's talk about why are we in green pastures now and how to stay. Listen, if you ain't been listening, pay attention now. Why are we in green pastures now and how do you stay? That's the key question. Because if we can stay in, and what is green pastures? So green pastures, and It comes from a scripture in the Bible that says, "The Lord is my shepherd; I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures." So that "maketh" is the part that a lot of people don't pay attention to. Is that scripture is saying there's sometimes in life to where you might be hard-headed, but God Himself gotta put you in a place that's good for you, and then you look up and you say, "Man, I didn't even deserve this. He made me. Like, I wasn't looking for this. Like, to be honest, I wasn't looking to be no YouTuber. I wasn't looking to be no YouTuber, but the Lord made me lie down here through my boy West Coast. That's a fact. My boy West Coast was the vessel that I know the Lord used. He hit me up and he was like, "Let's go." I didn't never think I was gonna be doing this. I didn't wake up like, "Hey man, I wanna start a YouTube page." Man, I ain't never think about that. I was only supporting them dudes. I was not thinking about it. The only thing I was doing was putting my ideas on Facebook. I was just pushing and West Coast used to read my stuff. He said, "Bro, what you doing? Like, you need to start a channel, dog." He used to read my stuff. He like, "Bro, you write too well and you put too many ideas out here for you to be out here just." He said, "Man, we need to do some shows." That's how I got in this game. I was made to be in this game. And that the same thing with Kellen Moore. So what does that have to do with Kellen Moore? Kellen Moore was made to run the ball. He was made to lie down in these green pastures. So how do we stay? Well, let's first look at how we got here. Because a lot of times what got us here is failure. Okay, so the failure with the Tampa game, that exposed us, right? That gave Mike McCarthy the room to start to rein in Kellen Moore. He finally began to get his power after the Tampa embarrassment. But then this key thing happened. Listen to this. This happened after Detroit. Listen, this would happen after Detroit. Listen.
Talk about the 3rd and shorts.
Look, I think that Brian's trying to make the argument, and this is something we need to figure out. It's probably a McCarthy Friday walk-off question, or you guys can ask him at Friday at 6:30.
Or you can. You'll be in for chopping
today.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'll be there. But Sean, you can ask because he loves you. Y'all are besties, and the question about Brian thinks they were trying to break up some tendencies.
See, now remember. See, they talking about the Detroit game. Listen, this history is important because remember we was doing weird stuff. Like we was running the ball on 3rd and short, but remember we kept trying to run outside. And we kept trying to run outside even though Detroit showed us early that they had the speed to take away us running outside with tosses and all that kind of stuff. So just listen.
So, like, instead of handing off the ball to Zeke on the up back, they're pitching it out to Pollard just to put something different on tape.
Yeah.
And show defenses, like, we're not just going to hand it off here. But I think you still can change up your tendency by just handing it off to Tony Pollard and let him run up between the tackles.
See? Now, listen. Now, this is when the public began to call out Kellen Moore on 3rd and shorts. This was the first time I heard Bobby go hard at Kellen Moore. Listen.
Like, you don't have to get cute like that.
You don't have to get cute like that. And remember, we was showing that Philly don't get cute. I showed y'all that they looked at one game and said, "We winning these games, but our conversion rate on 3rd down and 2nd and short and 3rd and short and 4th and short was garbage versus Washington." They didn't get cuter, they got simpler. Listen.
I don't understand why early in the game a lot of it was, let's run Pollard in between the tackles and let's run Zeke to the edge, which was how they were running the ball in the first half. And that's a bit of a confusing approach given what their skill sets seem.
And see, listen to what he's saying. Why are you tossing it with 4-4 Zeke instead of tossing it with 4-3 Pollard? Why not run up the middle or north and south with Zeke?
To be. I mean, I think Pollard's more adept running in between the tackles than Zeke is running outside at this point. But, you know, there's I had some questions about the way they approach things in the running game, the way that they call things. This is 2 weeks in a row now where I felt like they've gotten too cute and short.
2 weeks in a row. Now, these are with wins. So for everybody to be, boss, you're too negative. Boss, we're winning and you're negative, boss. Boss, you're negative, boss, your channel. Yeah. You know, I'm actually not negative. This is positive. This is positive. You need people to put the pressure and hold people accountable when they not doing the job that they should be doing. And that's what Bobby Belt was doing on Kellen Moore.
Short yardage situations. There was the short yardage situation in the second quarter where I thought they were indecisive and they couldn't figure out what they wanted to do, and they were like, all right, let's go for it on fourth down, and then they were laking up to the line of scrimmage, had to call timeout, and went, never mind, we just wasted a timeout in order to take a 22-yard field goal. So I didn't love the way that they approached some of these, you know, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, and they were really good.
See? What did he say that he had a problem with? Listen.
3rd and 2, 3rd and 1.
32, 3rd and 1. Yeah.
And they were really good at that in the early part of the season. For the last couple of weeks, that's been...
They actually wasn't good at that the first part of the season. Yeah, he didn't check his stats on that. No, they wasn't.
An issue for me, and I don't know if that's a Kellen Moore thing trying to break tendencies, like Brian's saying, or they're just, you know, getting a little too cute with things. And it's the, you know, DJ Khaled, congratulations, you played yourself.
Ah! He said it's the DJ Khaled, you played yourself.
Yoga fire.
Ooh. And see, just like that, when that pressure got put on Kellen Moore, all of a sudden, the next game out of Detroit, we saw some common sense. Wow, what happened? Let me see. Let me go. Look at what we did against Chicago. Running on weak QB sneak. Wow. Wow. 3rd and 1. And what do? You go north and south with a high probability, low risk play. Wow. Wow. This is green pastures. This is it. And off to the races. Conversion. Just like we've been seeing with Philly. 3rd and 1. What do? Do you get cute and toss it? Do you get cute and run a pass? Do you get cute and reverse? No. You run a trap. And this trap turns into 6. This is what the OC was talking about. Becoming a responsible play caller. That's what he's talking about. The good thing, that's also what Jerry talking about. So, because I know a lot of people got this channel wrong. I get it. You didn't understand the OC. You didn't understand me. You thought that when we was calling out the war between Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy, that we were just being negative. We was raining on your cheerleader parade. No, we was really just trying to expose the issue that was going to keep us from winning. So you didn't understand, but you should get it now. Hopefully you should get it. You should get it that what we doing on Boss Cowboy Sports, we putting out ideas to help us win, and we sounding the alarm on what can make us lose. Oh yeah, see Coach Marv, this is so facts. Let's just talk about this real quick, what Coach Marv just put in his super chat. He said, listen, boss, if we would have committed to the run against the Eagles and have kept defenses rested, we would have won with rush. The Texans showed us you run against them, but we pass and turn over the ball. That's so facts, it's pathetic. That is so facts. See, a lot of people, you hear them Philly content people. You hear them Philly, why were we the only team that was able to get over 20 on y'all? Let's look at what we was doing. The fact that we came out on first downs and we was throwing instead of running. while we was averaging 5.2 yards on the ground. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was the fact that on first down, Cooper Rush threw that interception on a short field. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened. Let's talk about what really happened. And then when it was 4th and 1, where you was aggressive on our side, right? On our side of the 50. Oh, it wasn't even just that you went for it on 4th and 1. You passed. You chose a 33% chance over a 77% chance. You chose the low probability, high risk over the high probability and low risk. That's what happened. So then when we didn't convert, yeah, we went with 33% and didn't convert. Yeah, that's what put Philly ahead. Absolutely, yes. We still should have beat Philly. Yeah, we should have beat them. Man. Well, see, that made me so mad right there. Because, see, that shows you, for all you goodies, all you be positive boss people. See, if y'all don't get serious about talking about this type of stuff, if that's all you want to be as a cheerleader, then you not going to talk about the stuff that's really important for us to win a championship. You just want to feel good. If you want to feel good, this not your channel, dog. If you want answers, this your channel, dog. But if you want to feel good, this might not be your channel, bro. I'm just being honest with you. If you just want pom-poms, this ain't the place for you, bro. This ain't it. Because we go sometimes to, yeah.
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
You want answers?
This the place. But if you
can't handle the truth,
tell your ass, because you gotta be able to handle the truth over here, dog. If you want to win a championship, you need to get you some tough skin. You need to be like Philly. Philly was winning. They winning, and they said, you know what? We suck on conversions. Let's simplify it. Yeah. So listen, we need to learn. We need to learn who really for the Cowboys. Because I'm gonna say this, and I mean this. Everybody that talk about the Cowboys content-wise is not for the Cowboys.
Finish him.
Bruh. Yeah, I know that. I see right through some of these old fake people. Fake it and fake juice. Faker than a $3 bill. Fake. Yeah, because if you was really real about trying to win, you wouldn't have been attacking us when we was putting out ideas to help us win that was according to film and accuracy. So yeah, I get mad. I get mad as hell because I really do want to win. This is not just a content job for me. I want to really win. I do. This is also my city, dog. I'm not saying I'm better than you or anybody that's not from Dallas, but let's just be real. Don't you take pride a little bit more in your hometown? One time, when I was having that debate with the OC, I want y'all to peep something. When I was having that debate with the OC on Moon versus Romo, boy, that boy OC, boy, whoo, he rolls up on you, boy. He said, "Nah, that's Dallas Cowboys, dog." That Houston came out, my homie. That Houston came out, my boy. My boy say, "Nah, boy, that's that." See, because that he was representing his hometown. He was like, "Hold on, man, hold on, bro. That's that Dallas Cow." I was like, "Bro, I'm not capping, bro. This is real talk. This is real talk." But see, yeah. So I really wanted to say that, bro, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I get tired of some of y'all taking shots at us. I do. I get tired of that. It's like we are serious. Like I saw somebody put in the comment, I'm gonna just put it like this. I can't wait till this person come back and say what they said again, because I'm gonna check the hell out of them. I can't wait. Somebody put in the comment that I was talking about Odell Beckham for clickbait. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to see you, and I want you to be fly. I'ma check the hell out of you. Cause see, I already know I done took too many chances saying stuff that was unpopular where I knew I wasn't gonna get subs. I knew it. I knew when I was talking about Steele starting over Lyle Collins that I was gonna lose subs. Cause I knew Lyle was popular. But it was the right thing to do. So, hell yeah, I take it personal when you come at my brand. I take it personal as hell because I know I'm in this for the right reasons, dog. I know it. I know it, and I ain't playing no games. So if you think I'm trying to do anything for clickbait, I want you to say it. I can't wait to see that person again. I want you to be fly. I promise you, I'm gonna lose it on you. I am. I'm gonna clown the hell out of you. Just go and get ready, cause you was real spicy. I didn't see it till later, but you got real spicy in my chat. You did. Oh, boss talking about this for clicks. I'm talking about Odell Beckham for clicks? For real? Yeah, come back with that. I can't wait to see you too. I can't wait. Trust me, bro. I'm not finna play no games with you. Cause see, some of y'all get real bold, but you don't have no faith, no real faith. Cause if you had real faith, you would be taking action on your ideas. You wouldn't be just trying to hate on content creators that's doing work to try to help us win. Go start your channel. Yeah, start your cheerleader channel. Yeah, that's what you need to do. All right, I'm off of that. But back on solutions. Yeah, but my passions come out because I'm really trying to win, man. Hold on real quick. Let me get back. I got off. Let me get back. But yeah, man, talking about the things that we need to look out for Kellen Moore, right? Because that's the next thing is now we finna get into the real meat. Now I know a lot of y'all thought that was meat, but let's talk about the real meat. This is how you gonna know when you watching the games if Kellen Moore is submitted to the winning formula. Oh, I missed the super chat. Hold on, boss. I'm sorry. I mean, Coach Marv. I didn't mean to miss your super chat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I ain't mean it. Coach, you know I be trying to catch this stuff. He say, yeah, we got 2 big super chats. I appreciate it. I'm glad you brought that to my attention. Coach Marv said, leaning on your strengths and physicality wins big games. Facts. Yeah. And we do that in big games, people. Right. See, that simple thing you just said is low-key genius. Because that's I hate to show y'all this, but this is true, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all this. This is I hate this, but I gotta show it to you. I hate this with all my heart, but I gotta show it to you. And then I see you super chat, Queen. I'm gonna get to you. But I gotta show y'all this too. So my boy Philly Talk, he said Jason Kelsey telling the Cowboys D-line, you know what's coming before the Eagles QB sneak it. So I'm not gonna play it, but literally Kelsey told our D-line to their face, y'all know what's coming. When it was 4th and 1, he said, y'all know what's coming. And y'all should know from watching the film that I just did, y'all should also know what's coming when it's 4th and 1 and 3rd and 1. Whenever it's 4th and 1 and 3rd and 1, you should already know what Philly getting ready to do. They go QB sneaky. All right, we know that. And my response to that was Sue. But this is still good. Yeah, I just said Sue. I ain't say nothing else. I said Sue. But see, this is the thing. Shout out to the Cowboys. They did answer it. They did. And I want y'all to go watch the film on Jonathan versus Philly. Just go watch the film on what he did to Kelsey. And you tell me if Dallas ain't serious. Just go watch the tape. Now, I already did this breakdown on it. I got a film breakdown on it already. Oh, Queen, I appreciate this. She say, this show is extra lit and real. This is why I support you, boss. Keep telling the truth because we all want, let me see what you said. She said, we all want the Cowboys to win. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I ain't going to say all of us want the Cowboys to win, though. I saw that firsthand that some people don't care about if we win or not. Some people want to be right, and some people really just want to be looked at a certain kind of way in the public. Because if I ain't gonna get into that, I'm gonna get off of that. But now, but we got the answer. You know, just keeping it real. All right, we got the answer to Kelsey. We got the answer for Philly for that 3rd and short, that 4th and short. Yeah, and really go watch the film. The OC already did a breakdown on it. He killed it, man. We got the right guy to stop Kelsey. We got a dude that got a track record of putting Kelsey all the way in his place. They was like, Bohanna, you know, I mean, I appreciate your attempt, but
Yoga fire.
son, sit down. Let's go sit down, son. We need a man. We need a man for 3rd and 1. We need a man. This is also why I'm starting to believe a little bit even more that we are serious about a receiver. Because I think we are looking at Philly. I'm keeping it real, y'all. Y'all want me to lie, tell the truth. And then I'm going to get back into the Kellen Moore things to watch. Because that's the most important thing I'm going to tell y'all today. As much as y'all heard, as much as I showed you all the film, all the data, all the thirds and shorts, all that stuff, all the Philly tendencies, all the stuff I showed you, that's not even the most important thing. But let me show you this on Philly real quick. And this is why I'm starting to think Dallas is serious about a receiver. They might be playing us on Odell Beckham, but I think they are serious about a receiver. I'm gonna show you all. Give me a second. Pull this up. All right, so here's the data on the passing defense. Okay. So when you look at most of the most important stats, you will see that Philly secondary or their passing defense is top 3 or 4 in almost every category. All right. And, you know, when you see the fact that they quickly address the 3rd and 1 dilemma with Jonathan, I think we are looking at the horizon of us facing Philly once, potentially even twice, right? Because we go take them obviously again in December, but we might see them in the playoffs. So when you look at the fact that their secondary is playing top 3, top 4, top 2 in a lot of categories, in some categories number 1, right? If you look at yards, they're top 2. We number 3. You look at their interceptions, they getting the ball. So that also makes it dangerous to throw to them. And say, Iceberg, I feel you, bro. I feel you on the tight ends. I do, bro. And I read a lot of your comments, and you keeping it real on the dangers of receiver with Kellen Moore. And I do agree with the danger of Kellen Moore. I do. But I need you to answer this question because I know you're a smart dude. I've been watching your comments for a while. How do we come back running with 3 tight ends if we get behind? If you can answer that question, I'm going to be very impressed. You know, because I see what you're saying, and it is a risk, but I don't think it's as big as a risk as what y'all think. I think the risk was more so last year of Kellen Moore being more pass happy. I think this year Steven and Jerry themselves have become believers in the run game, and it stripped Kellen Moore of the power that he had last year. That's my honest to God opinion. But with a $20 super chat, I think this is the question you want to ask him. He said, we know Mike McCarthy nuked the option routes this year after Tampa, right? He said last year, 6 of Dak's 10 interceptions were to Lamb. We also saw last year Dak and Lamb were not exactly on the same page. Could the option routes be holding CD back? I absolutely believe that with all my heart. I feel like I missed your super chat, Montana, my bad. I didn't mean to miss your super chat, Big Dog. I believe with all my heart that them option routes is messing up everybody. Like, I think all the receivers would be better if we just made them attack dogs versus trying to be decision makers based on what the defense is doing. Yeah, so I think it would open us up a whole lot more. I don't see your super chat, Montana. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'll pull it up a different way. Y'all be patient with me. Y'all be patient. Don't, cause sometimes my system be kind of glitchy where I don't see the super chats right here. I see it when I go actually in the live. Let me go into the live. Y'all give me 1 second. Y'all be patient because I'm gonna, Montana, that's the homie. You know, whenever y'all, you know, helping out the channel too, I want to acknowledge y'all super chats. Give me a second. All right. Montana, bro, I swear to God, I don't see your super chat, bro. I don't. Hold on real quick. Was you letting me know that I missed the super chat, big bro? Because I don't see yours. Okay, hold on. No, I don't. I don't scroll past about 7 super chats and I don't see it. So, just Montana, if you had something, just chunk it back in there, bro, and then I'll address it. I'll be looking for it. But yeah, no, I think those option routes. Yeah, I think the only person that should be running option routes is Dalton Schultz, Hot Pocket. I think Hot Pocket should be. That's the person who should be running those option routes, because for tight end, option routes make the most sense. It make the most sense because, first of all, the reads, I don't want to get too technical unless y'all want me to kind of break that down, but Schultz, I just put it like this, it makes sense for Schultz. Option routes, Dak and Schultz with them option routes, money.
Yoga fire.
Money. I put it like this. Schultz would not be the tight end that he is without the option routes and without Dak.
Yoga fire. Yoga flame.
Schultz would be a 300-yard receiver if it wasn't for those option routes.
Yoga fire.
Hot Pocket. That's the name that my boy Amp came up with. Hot Pocket. It's all about hot pockets, and the option routes create that. But that's another. I'll do a video on that one day, because the problem with option routes also, when you're talking about it from a receiver standpoint, this is also why Mike McCarthy said he never liked it. Because first of all, it's harder to read a defense from the perimeter. It's harder. The disguises are much harder and easier to disguise the perimeter. When it comes down to linebacker, mostly, hear me out, the reads are pretty much the same. Cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. It's pretty much going to still be hooks to flats for the most part. The hook areas. So if you don't know what that is, that's where the linebackers their zone is where the slots will run the hooks. And they supposed to cover what's called hooks to flats on most zone coverages. Meaning their movement in zone is going to be about the same. Which also makes it easier to read between Dak and tight ends. Another reason why option routes make sense for tight ends is because it's also a shorter throw. It's a shorter distance. You know what I mean? So when you throwing on the outside with option routes, it's a whole lot more opportunities for those athletes to close down space, even in zone coverage. And your quarterback has to be that much more accurate. Now, I know I'm going heavier into this because of the option route question, but this is also why I'm just keeping it real. Ooh, Montana, don't do that. Don't do that. Montana, he talking about them Buckeyes. Ooh, the Buckeye receivers. Don't get me started. Don't get me started on that. Yeah, we do. I do. Yeah, we do. And don't get me started on that. But let me get to the meat of this show. All right, because I get off track if I start getting too deep into questions. But the clues, if Kellen is submitted. Oh, somebody say, if not Beckham, then who? If not Beckham, then you still got T.Y. Hilton, which they can make a run at. You also got Will Fuller. It's gonna be somebody. I think what they gonna do is they gonna wait another 2 weeks. Y'all hear me out. This is what I think gonna happen. I think they waiting to see, which is crazy, but hear me out. I think they waiting to see what James Washington is. They wait to see what James Washington is, and after James Washington play, they gonna make a decision. They gonna make a. We got us another big super chat. Let me look at it. Boy, I'm never gonna get to this final content, but y'all rolling it in today. I appreciate it. He said, we know McCarthy nuked the option routes this year after. Oh, you gave another super chat? Oh, you said the same thing twice. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. You said the same thing twice, big dog. Well, I appreciate it. I already answered that. But so let me get back. Oh, hold on. This is the super chat that I missed. Here it is. My fault. Okay, here we go. He say, boss, we've been down more than 14 points late in games and maybe 2 times in 2 years. And with this defense, hold on real quick. And with this defense, are we scared of being down big? And what offense out there is that good to put us in a shootout? See, good question. Good question. And I want to have this talk. We probably need to have this talk when I get my phones back going, or we need to do a joint show and debate this out, Coach. Because on some things we on slightly different sides, but I know how me and you are. When we really reason things out together, either I come to you or you come to me, right? We always humble enough to come to whatever makes sense. So this is the issue that I'm concerned about, just being real, and why that I do believe that we serious about the getting another receiver. And I said this today on Twitter. People got to realize, in my opinion, when you the Dallas Cowboys, it's not just the opponent that you're going against sometimes. Sometimes you're going against them refs. Because I don't care what nobody say. Go look at that game in 2016. The refs took us out of that game. You remember they called that illegal procedure on Butler, where he's supposed to been in the huddle and he was never in the huddle, that killed that drive? When they researched it, they said that call wasn't called in 30 years. In 30 years, we sit in the playoffs. We got us a killer drive. Terrence Williams just caught a ball on our 10-yard line, and they moved us back 15 yards over illegal procedure. A call that we ain't seen in 30 years. And then when you go look at it, you see Bryce Butler wasn't even in the huddle. What happened was what happened a lot of times. What happens is, sometimes this happens all the time. Your OC changes his mind. He'll send in a package and he'll say, nah, I don't want to do that. Get that package out of there. We going with another package, and they'll send in more people. So what'll happen is let's say if they started with 11 personnel, but he was like, nah, scratch that. Let's go with 12. We're going to run the ball. So then you'll call your 11 personnel people back, and you'll call out your 12 personnel, and they go into the huddle. So while they was making that substitution, we got flagged for it. And it killed our drive. And that's when Green Bay, through penalties, got ahead on us. And that's when we had to throw it. So in a perfect world, Coach, in a perfect world, if this world was fair and just and upright, we don't need a receiver. But if I'm preparing for hypocrisy and cheaters and Goodell, and remember, Coach, me and you talked about this. Remember, we talked about how Jerry put us in a bad place by being the only person to vote against Goodell getting his money.
Finish him.
And see, I'm from Dallas. And my team is the Mavericks. I remember when our owner, Mark Cuban, was beefing with the commissioner. I saw him in the playoffs steal our championship. Yeah. So, like, now I understand all the risk. Kellen Moores, he might get pass happy. I don't even think that's gonna happen. I think Jerry and them understand the benefit of running the ball now. I think we're afraid of the boogeyman on that one. Just to be honest, I think we're afraid of the boogeyman on that one. Last year, I feel you on that fear. This year, I don't feel you. I don't. Anybody that got a fear of Kellen Moore reverting back to being pass happy just because we picked up a number 2 or number 3 receiver. We ain't pick up a number 1. We talking about picking up somebody to be better than James Washington, and we think that's gonna make Kellen Moore open it up. I ain't afraid of that. Sorry, not. I'm more afraid of getting referee whooped in the playoffs when Goodell want to get back at Jerry and we don't have the weapons to come back. That's what I'm afraid of. Because I saw it happen before. I saw it happen in 2006 with the Mavericks. I saw it happen in 2016. You know what I'm saying? Just so, I mean, but I really would want us to talk this out live, Coach. Because, see, a lot of people don't understand, Coach. I understand, Coach. I've been talking to Coach a lot over the years now. And people misunderstand when me, him, or him-in-law, we have disagreements. It's always with the right spirit. We always got one thing in mind as we fighting through these ideas. What's the best way forward? That's the only reason you see us go back and forth. It's not about trying to show him up or him showing me up or showing up Law, because he was on Law Channel the other day. It's not about none of that. It's about what's the best way forward. So I want to address that. It's not just about what offense go take off on us, because I don't think that's the case. I don't think it's no offense right now that can take off on us. But when you add an offense to Petty Goodell, they could get ahead on us. Because remember, it wasn't even in the Green Bay game, the bad calls that we got. It was also the no calls that we didn't get. Do y'all remember when Witten was pushed down in 2016 in the playoffs while the ball was in the air? Clear pass interference, no call. While we was in the red zone, it should have been fresh downs on the 1 yard line. And everybody knew that D-line of Green Bay was weak and that we was going to run the ball down their throat. So they created a situation. This conspiracy. Yeah, it is. It is. But I really believe this. They made it hard on Dallas. That's what it looked like to me. How you going to make a call that ain't been called in 30 years? And then the great Witten don't even get PI. Like, we got whipped. We got whipped by them flags. And I'm just being honest. I want weapons in case we got to go against the refs and the opposing teams. I do want weapons. And we not talking about a number 1. We talking about what if Noah Brown's foot is not the same. See, nobody talking about that. Nobody talking about what's going on with Noah Brown. That's why Law asked a good question the other day. He said, which one is worse, a knee or a foot? I was like, on the receiver, he was like, yeah, which one is worse? Because James Washington got a foot injury, and our other number 3, Noah Brown, got a foot injury. Which one is going to cause them to be the least effective? So I see what the Cowboys are doing. For everybody, we don't need a receiver. I think y'all overthinking this. I think y'all thinking, oh, we trying to get pass happen. No, I think we looking at this because we don't. Because if you just look at the breakdown of our receiver room, CeeDee Lamb, he is ascending to become a quality number 1. He has the number 1 numbers right now. His production is right there, top 10 in all receivers. That's decent. Gallup, you would be a fool to trust Gallup. Just being honest, you would be a fool because at this point his injury history is starting to stack up, and we can't expect him to be 100% this year. We won't see the best Gallup until next year. Then 3, you got James Washington, who has not played yet. You got Tolbert, who your option routes pretty much squeezed him out. And they admitted to that. Then you have Noah Brown, who was ascending, but didn't even play the last game because of a foot injury that we don't know what's going on. So, yeah, I think we should be looking at receiving. I ain't got no problem with it. And it ain't about, are we trying to change the style of our offense? I don't believe that. I don't. I just don't. I don't believe you're trying to change the style, especially when you hear Jerry and Steven pushing for our current style of offense, which is to run the ball. Now, if it was Mike McCarthy versus Kellen Moore, as it was last year and how it was all the way up into Tampa, I would feel y'all. But the whole dynamics have changed. Do you see me doing content on Kellen Moore versus Mike McCarthy? No, I ain't doing that content no more. Why? Because Mike McCarthy has clearly won. I ain't even dealing with that no more. I ain't talked about that in weeks. That fight is over. We moved to a new fight. The new fight was use your running back smarter. Then they start using the running back smarter. Now the new fight is let's make sure Kellen Moore is doing the right things consistently on 3rd and short. That's what we talking about now, because these are the things that extend drives. So yeah, that's my whole answer on that. I know that was long-winded, but that's my whole answer on that. Now, I'm trying to get to this because this is super what I'm talking about. Clues if Kellen is submitted to the winning formula. I want y'all to hear me on this one. If you've been asleep, as a matter of fact, before I get into that, y'all hit that like, bro. Because I did Law like this the other day, man. I was in Law channel, man. I was enjoying the hell out of it. And I got off my partner channel and forgot to hit that like. It happens. I swear to God. It happens to all of us, to where, especially on a show like this that's giving you a whole lot of content, you'll get wrapped up in it and you'll forget to hit the like. So take a like break, y'all. Let's take one quick like break before I get into the real meat of this. Just take a quick break and let's hit them likes. Let's help with this show particular, because we want this show to have the best chance of hitting the algorithm and spreading out to certain decision makers that might take action on this type of stuff that I'm talking about. All right, so hopefully everybody took a quick second, hit that like real quick. Also, hopefully you subbed or subscribed to this channel. If you went the extra mile, you also shared this to Facebook. You shared this to Twitter. You shared this to your Instagram. You shared this particular show because it just rocking with you. So, but back to what I was saying. Clues if Kellen is submitted to the winning formula. The number one thing I want y'all to look at, and I'm gonna be looking at this. Coach Marv gonna be looking at this. I'm gonna be looking at this when we do our live shows on games. Short yardage decisions. Look for what he does on short yardage. That's going to tell you if he's submitted to the winning formula of running the ball. Because remember earlier he wasn't. I showed y'all already what his real tendency was when you went and you broke down line by line what his tendency was in games, especially in the early games. Okay? If you look at him in those early games, you saw a lot of blue on 4th and 2, 4th and 1, 3rd and 2, 4th and 2, 2nd and 1, 3rd and 2, 2nd and 2. You saw a lot of blue, which means what? In those pivotal downs, in the momentum downs, he was throwing the ball. So when it's 3rd and short, 2nd and short, 4th and short, pivotal downs, the momentum downs, look closely at what his decision is during those moments. That's going to tell you if he's been submitted to the vision of getting behind the running game. And really look for that. Because what we're talking about is a difference between 33% and 70%. That's what we're talking about. So when the Dallas Cowboys on those short yardage, when we pass, we talking about converting it 33% of the time, and we talking about usually it being a high risk throw with a low probability. It's almost just think about it like this. We all called Seattle stupid when they was playing New England in the Super Bowl, and beast mode ran it to their goal line, and on the next play, Pete Carroll got so genius that he wanted to throw a slant. He wanted to do a low probability and high risk. Versus beast mode was rolling all day long in that Super Bowl. And all they had to do was likely run the ball, and they would have been a 2-time champion. Yeah. So when I'm talking about look for Kellen Moore, for all the people that's, boss, you're negative, we're winning, you should have nothing but positive to say. No, I tell you what, even if we're converting it, if we converting it or we convert half of it, if we convert half, but we was throwing on those pivotal situations, boss is gonna be pissed.
Yoga fire.
Yep, even with a win, I'm gonna be pissed. You know why? Because we not practicing for big games. We're not preparing for big games if we choosing 33% over 77%. We not preparing for San Fran. We not preparing for Philly too. If you don't see us making the right decisions on short yardage, that's what to look for. You also, and I'm serious, man, we all should be a lot smarter when we're watching these games, especially since we know the numbers. When you know the numbers, it should make you a lot smarter, right? When you know the tendencies, right? You should be smarter. The next thing we should look for as we watching, I'm talking about the next 8 games. You want to watch the decisions that happen at the end of halves. And you want to watch his decisions at the end of games. What do you mean by that? What do you mean, boss? When, let's say we winning, like we was winning against the Giants, like we was winning against the Bengals. If you see Kellen Moore closing out games with vertical throws, he not committed. I don't care if we win. I don't care if we up by 20. He is being a bad game manager. Let me ask you a question. How many times did Philly run a ball on us when they was up on us in the fourth quarter? Do anybody remember? Because I know the number. How many times did they leave it on the ground in a row? In a row. You want me to tell you? 13 times. They ran the ball with either their running backs or their quarterbacks 13 times. You know why? They was committed. See, Kellen Moore is that if you see him throwing, especially when we are ahead, he risking our defense. And I want y'all to really understand that. Hold on. Let me look. I'm looking at this comment. Hold on. All right, hold on real quick. He said, at boss, sent Kellen something on what you said. Appreciate that. I appreciate that too. I appreciate that. I'm glad you sent this to Kellen. But if you could use run situation formation to put everybody in the box, I line them up once, maybe twice, and still throw it in the middle, but not in the red zone. So this is the deal. Some throws are not bad throws on short yardage. Some throws are not, and there are sometimes nothing wrong with, I guess, trying to keep a defense honest. But to be real with you, Lewis, to be all the way real with you, I would rather us just be boring. Why try to trick them? Why? Is Philly, I'm going to just ask you a question. Is Philly trying to trick people when they line up on short yardage and run QB sneak the same play every time? Huh? Are they trying to trick people? Nope. They not. And look how and look at the energy. Just look at the energy every time they convert. Look at their receivers. Look at their running backs. Look how excited everybody get when they convert. Look at D. Smith. Look at him. Look at him. Crunk. If these are momentum drives, you see what I'm saying? This is I would be cool if we ran it every time and lived with it. A matter of fact, I'm gonna say it like this: I would rather them run it every time and just live with the results. Just to be honest, just live with it. Like if you bet on 77% versus 33% and fail, I would live with it. Just to be honest, I would say, hey, he ran a high probability play. They just won. They made the play we didn't. Just look at it. Is Philly doing anything complicated? No. The dumbest thing they did was right there. That was the dumbest thing they did when Hurts kept it on his RPO. That was the dumbest thing right there. But every time they was boring and predictable, they converted it probably 80% of the time or 90%. So give me, I'm just being honest, give me high probability, low risk over low probability and high risk. I'm just keeping it real. Give me the high probability of running the same thing that you know work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, actually, I do want to be predictable. That's my point. He's saying, boss, you don't want to be predictable. Yes, I do want to be predictable. Is Philly being predictable? I could tell you every play they go do it on their third and shorts and their fourth and shorts and their second and shorts, and I will be right 99% of the time. And they still converting it. So why would I change it? Why? See, and honestly, that's Kellen Moore thinking. They think they gotta trick everybody. You ain't gotta trick everybody. Sometimes I'm just better than you. Sometimes my line is just stronger than yours. Sometimes my running back is just better than your linebacker. And it ain't no answer for it. There just ain't no answer. Why do you think Kelsey set up and told Quentin with a whole bunch of pride and ego, y'all know what we running? He told Quentin Bohanna to his face on 4th and 1. Philly. Yeah, we finna run QB sneak. Y'all know it, and you can't do nothing. Let me ask you a question. Which one is more demoralizing? When a man tell you to your face, hey man, I'm finna drop you in 6 rounds. See, that's what made Muhammad Ali so great. Muhammad Ali used to demoralize, but it wasn't just the sting like a bee. He would demoralize you. I'm gonna knock you out in 6. I'm gonna knock you out in 3 rounds. And by round 3, his words in your ear, cause you feeling woozy, you feeling drunk, and he been pop, 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 pop. I told you round 3. I told you round 3. What? But you demoralized. This is a physical sport, and sometimes, as the play caller, you gotta play and call the game that's gonna demoralize a team and not trick a team. I'd rather you be demoralized than tricked. I knew everybody put it like this. All of us knew that it was over for Buffalo when Dallas ran the same play the entire drive and scored. Buffalo knew it too in the Super Bowl. They knew it. They was like, it's over. If we can't stop them from running the same play, we can't win. And Dallas went all the way downfield with one play with Emmett. They went, and it was psychological. Buffalo laid down. I want to demoralize you more than I want to trick you. So I don't want to throw it, to be honest. Just give me the high probability, and I'm gonna live with it. So since you sent this to Kellen Moore, if you listening, I'm gonna tell you like this: go with the high probability and a low risk. Just do that, and that's actually what made him so successful versus Chicago. What did he do in Chicago that was different from them other games? Because remember, Bobby Belt was checking him. Bobby Bell was checking him, talking about running east and west with Pollard. I mean, Zeke, you tossing it with. See, that's you trying to trick people. Oh, let's run a toss. They would never suspect a toss with Zeke. Let's trick them. Instead of just running north and south. Kellen, go north and south. That's what you do, Kellen. Yeah. Let's just look at it real quick. What made Chicago different? Yeah, on 3rd and short, QB sneak, just like Philly. High probability, low risk, and off to the races. And if you look at most of the runs, when we ran the ball, we got way more than what was asked for. It's 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, and we be getting 4 yards, 5 yards, sometimes 17 yards. Yeah, this one was a touchdown. How do you think they feel? Just ask a question. How do you think you feel when it's 3rd and 1 and you thinking you almost on the field? You thinking you almost off the field and you almost got Pollard and he break on you. How you think you feel as a defense? Are you demoralized? See, Kellen Moore need to learn how to manage games to where he learn how to demoralize boys. It's more than just how smart. See, Boise State taught him to be smarter than the opponent, trick the opponent, because we wasn't better. See, he don't know how to be better. He don't know how to be better. He used to being the ugly boy. He used to being the fat boy. He don't know how to be better. He don't know how to be the skinny pimp. He don't know how to be the skinny player. He don't know how to be the person that own the room. See, that's new to him. He don't know what to do when you got Tyler, who will push down a building, Tyler Smith, and you got Zach Martin over there with Steele, who will push down a mountain. See, you don't know what to do when you now got everything you need. See, you used to be an ugly Boise State boy, womp ugly boy. So you think you got to trick everybody. Now, Kelly, learn how to be the player. Learn how to be. These are all obviously analogies and metaphors. So y'all got to stay with me. Some people are like, what are you talking about? It's metaphors. I'm using the metaphor to say, learn how to deal with the strengths of your offense. You're strong on the ground. You're strong. You're built for this. Tyler Smith had the best run grade in NCAA history in his conference. Tyler, you're built. My boy Keystone say pimping ain't easy. See, bro, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. See, but when you always been a trick. You don't know how to be a player. Oh, but let me stop. Yeah, but it, yeah. My boy said I'm using metaphors, but not looking at BossCowboySports. I feel you, bro. I feel you, but so now run the ball. Yeah, north to south, bro. That's what this whole show is about. So the other thing is Kellen living with high probability. That's what you need to look at. Is it high probability? If you seeing him just like, hey, we know who we are. We know. My boy Marcus say, I don't buy dreams, I sell them. See, y'all need to chill, bro. Y'all, I got y'all going. I got y'all going.
Yoga fire.
I got y'all going. But is he living in high because see, you know who living in high probability? Philly. They living in high probability. They have made their bed on high probability. They not even better than us. They just know who they are. That's all it is. Where we trying to trick people, filling them over here like 3rd and short. We ain't trying to trick you. Kellen Moore trying to trick people. Mike McCarthy saying chill on that. Philly ain't trying to trick nobody. Yeah. And we better than them. Yeah, we better than them. And mess around and lose to them. See, that's what would have hurt worse. It's nothing worse than to know you better and you still lost. Oh, that would have hurt. Ooh, that would have hurt. See, just like Coach Moores say, we was better than them when we lost to Cooper Rush. But you know why we lost? Because they embraced who they were. We didn't. We didn't. We came out there like Cooper Rush. He can throw this thing. So we slanging it on first down. We going for it. So when Jerry say, listen, run the ball, punt the ball, and rely on your defense, that's talking to Kellen Moore. But then Sean will say on 105.3 The Fan, oh, Jerry comes on here every week and talk about punting. Nah. Yeah, instead of going for it on 4th and 1, it would have been better if y'all would have punted versus Philly and made them earn it. Don't give them a short field. Yeah. So anyway, this is now my most important show. Because we need to be knowing what to look for, y'all. Even when we win. That's why this is so important. Because a lot of people, and I'm telling y'all what's getting ready to happen. Dallas is getting ready to go on a run. Yeah, we getting ready to go on a run. And what's going to happen is we're going to likely get wrapped up in euphoria. Oh, we winning. Oh, we're going to the Super Bowl. We're winning. And we not go learn how to be like Philly, who was also winning, but they didn't rest on their laurels. They was winning too. And they said, we winning, but in this area, we can be better. See, we need to know what to look for now. So when we see Kellen Moore being a wild horse, we'll know what it looked like. If we see a 3rd and 1 and you see him throw it, you're going to say, oh, he chose 33%. Big dummy. Womp womp. If you see 4th and 1 and he do a double reverse, you say, big dummy. Or if you see him dial up a good play and Gallup drop the ball like he did, it's still the same answer. Big dummy. You chose 33%. Yeah, you big dummy. Kellen Moore. You chose 33% over 77%. Because then some people say, boss, that wasn't a bad play. Because if Gallup would have caught it, it would have been converted, boss. That's why I say it's a probability. What's your best probability? Run it. And not even run it. Run it north and south. With the right person. Not Pollard. Zeke. Or Dak. Up the middle. QB sneak. Oh, man, Marcus, don't say it. Don't say it like that. That's real, though. I love this one, boy. Ooh, Marcus going in. He said complacency breeds cowardice. Ooh. See, so now, for people that follow this channel, y'all should know exactly what to look for in these key moments. Because this is the good news. It's starting not to be much. That's good news, right? Right? That's good news. Because at first we was talking about a system to where your stars wasn't getting the ball. You not heard? We not talking about that no more. Cause he showed you he know how to feature a receiver. Cause when he apologized about Gallup not getting the ball, the very next game Gallup got his targets. So he know how to target you now. He know how to target you. So I'm not crying about that. Cause I know you know how to do that now, Kellen. You've been getting your rushing attempts up. So I know you know how to do that, Kellen. You getting about 28 to 31 or 32 touches between your running backs. You know how to do that. I also I'm seeing the fact that you are being more creative in your run game. So I know you know how to do that, Kellen, because I'm seeing you've been doing that. So I also see that you know how to throw to your running backs out the backfield, which is something that we had an issue with 3 weeks ago. And we ain't got no issue with you now. I do still want you to throw it a little bit more to your running backs out the backfield. And I want you to be more creative on how you set it up, disguise it better, the leak outs, because they do get you big plays. But I do know you know how to do it. So I ain't got to beat your ass on that. I'm watching your tendencies that you showed me even in Chicago, which showed me you a typical young OC. Yeah. Because I know you showed it. You showed it when it was 25 seconds left and you came out there throwing. You showed it. You showed it when we had the game secured and you still got Dak hit throwing it in the fourth quarter. You should have kept it on the ground just like Philly did 13 times. But we as fans got to know what to look for, even in wins. We got to know when we off script, even when we won. Because if you in this just to say, we're winning, boss, enjoy. Yeah, I want to enjoy, but I also want to be prepared for the big moments. And I want to see that my OC, my quarterback, my head coach, and everybody involved are doing the common sense things to prepare us for the big games. Because if not, we ain't doing nothing preparing for a big letdown. If we take our eye off the ball on what should be the common sense things that we should be seeing out of our OC that's being groomed, and don't get it twisted, Kellen Moore is still being groomed. And this is the first time that wild dog is being groomed. Because, see, that wild dog last year, it was all his show. He was running around the yard, boo-booing wherever he wanted to. You would tell him to come here, and he would ignore you and keep running just like a real wild dog. Mike McCarthy used to beg him, come here, Kellen, come here. Can you please throw the ball to Amari Cooper? And just like a wild dog, he would just go do his own thing. Oh, our system, surely we didn't target him intentionally. Surely. See, that's a wild dog. See, now he been trained. Boy, the OC hit that like Curry hit a 3-pointer all net. The transforming of Kellen Moore to a RPC, responsible play caller. And it's up to us. We got to keep our eye on this, even in wins, because we getting ready to go on the run. If you listen to most content creators, they go fall asleep on the issues, because it's gonna be all about we're winning. We're winning. Be happy. We're top 2 seed, everybody. Celebrate. There's nothing to fear. Look, we have Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn is the best. Nothing to worry about. We got Dan Quinn. We don't need any weapons. We're fine, boss. Boy, you better keep your eye on this. Boy, you better keep your eye on this. Cause see, this the type of booger that'll bite you when this will bite you just like San Fran bit you. Yeah, this one go hurt. Woo. And see, some of y'all don't even understand. See, this is what I love and fully understand Big Game James. Some of y'all don't understand Big. I get him. I get you, Big. I get Big 100%. Big Game James, when he be over here like, bruh, nah, I ain't going for it. I ain't drinking no Koolaid, because they always do something to mess it up. Bro, some of y'all, he's so negative. I can't stand Big Game James. He just negative. He just negative. Nah, you don't even understand. You don't even understand. He basically said, bro, I'm keeping my eyes open, and as soon as I see some BS, I'm gonna call it out. And that's why my boy be so passionate on the final word. Boy, that boy Big be mad when he see BS. Because, see, some of y'all need to learn how to recognize loyalty and love. See, we don't fan like some of y'all. Y'all don't fan like some of us. Some of y'all really look at the Cowboys as a social club. Y'all feel good cheering. That's all y'all want to do. Cheer them on. Give them happy vibes. Happy vibes is gonna listen, y'all. Happy vibes don't do nothing. I know y'all want to believe that, boss, if you just, be positive. Listen, if it was about happy vibes, we would have 30 Super Bowls. Because nobody is more loyal and supportive than us. Nobody. So if it was about happy vibes, we would already have 30 Super Bowls. So sometimes we got to get away from happy vibes and start talking about real solutions, real problems that we need to fix, real stuff that's in the way, so that we can actually truly get true happy vibes from a ring. Not from hoping and boss, be positive. I need you to support this team. If you don't support this team, you're not one of us. Oh, really? I'm actually better than you. Let me just say it like this, because you know what? You know how I know I'm better than you? Because I actually call out dumb stuff. That's what makes me realer than you. You ignore the dumb stuff. You just support. Jerry and them can spit in your face and you'll call it rain. I support Jerry. Boss, I don't like how you talk about our front office. You just wish it was them. Nah, bro. No, I support Jerry. I respect Jerry. I respect Steven. Matter of fact, I'm one of the only few that'll say they get 95% of their stuff right. It's the 5% that I be boop, 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 boop. You got to shoot at that 5% though. You do. Because in the game of inches, you can lose based on inches. So you got to be greedy for every game. You have to be greedy for every game. Every game. That's what Philly was. Philly sitting here winning. And they was like, we blowing these teams out. We winning big, but we sucking on third and short, second and short. Let's go back to the fundamentals. Cap. Yeah, Cap, somebody did messed up. I can't wait to see him too. I can't wait. Listen, Cap, somebody did mess up. I'm dead serious. Hold on, Cap say, calm down, boss. Going off tonight, somebody done effed up. Yeah, bro, somebody did. Yeah, they messed up big time. I can't wait. I really cannot wait. Ooh, I cannot wait till they come back into my chat talking about you doing this for clicks. Ooh, I can't wait. They ain't been back. But let them come back with that. Ooh, y'all gonna know exactly who it is too, because I'm gonna go out my way to clown. I'm gonna go out my way to clown you. I'm gonna go out my way to just make you feel it. Cause so you sure got some big old balls. You like to come, man. You ain't finna be doing all that sneak dissing. You ain't finna do that. I'm gonna clown you. Just trust me, cause I already know I work too hard on this content. Like, I wasn't lying when I say this took me like days to put this together. This ain't something I put together in a day. You can't break down and analyze all the third and shorts for a season in one day. You can't analyze all the second and ones, third and ones, fourth and ones in the whole season, do all the film on all of it in a day. Nah, this took some time. Cause I could see it, but you got to put it in a presentation form to where people can see it and make it easy to see. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work. You say my mic cutting in and out? I don't think it's my mic, bro. My mic cutting. Hold on, man. My mic tripping? All right. If my mic tripping, man, that means it's time for me to get off. But anyway, man, I apologize. I don't know what happened to my mic. I think I just bumped it. 1 2 1 2. Yeah. I don't know. But anyway, man, y'all make sure y'all share this one, man. This is one that we definitely need to share. This is one that we need to let Kellen Moore know. I appreciate you, Lewis, for sending this to Kellen Moore. That's real, and I love that. I love that you're aggressive, and we need more of y'all to be Yeah, we need a lot of y'all to be aggressive. You know, send this to all over. Send this to media people. Send this to your Facebook. Send this to your friends. Send this to everybody, because we are close. We are close. This is the first time since 2007, I believe, since we likely go make the playoffs 2 years in a row. So this is the time to be aggressive, man. This is a time to be real aggressive. Don't take a time like this light. Don't feel like your voice don't matter right now. See, I can understand where you didn't think your voice mattered in 2016 because our defense was kind of boo-boo, right? We was 31st in pass rush in 2016, and we was leaning on a rookie to take us to the promised land. That was a bit ambitious to think we could win it. 2014, I could see to where you could have some doubts because our defense was full of no names. Even though they was number one in the league in turnovers, they had no outright stars on that D. They didn't. So especially if you believe that defense win championships, I can see where you doubted 2014. But to doubt 2021 and 2022, bro, you tripping.
Finish him.
With the layout, with the layout of the NFC, Tampa falling off a cliff, New Orleans rebuilding. Even though Geno playing good, he a new quarterback, ain't been in no big games yet. You know, when Philly is so-called the best team in the NFC. Bro, this is the year that we should go all in.
Finish him.
Bruh. And this is the year to be aggressive. So for all the foo-foo fans and the be positive fans, y'all will never understand this channel or get to understand this channel. When you understand this channel, you'll appreciate it more. You know what I'm saying? And let's do our part to spread this stuff, bro. Cause see, I know our voice matter. Our voice, bro. Look how quickly you see changes based on what we talk about on this channel. Somebody somewhere in some high place is listening, dog. Because we see changes real quick. Somewhere. If you're not listening to us, somebody that you're listening to us. Somebody that you listening to us. Because, yeah. Stuff is changing quick. The best people to get this type of information to, though, is the media people. If you can get, just hear me out. If you can get a Brian Broaddus to talk about what I'm talking about, if you can get a Bobby Belt to talk about what I'm talking about, if you can get a John Machota to talk about what I'm talking about and call it out, you see changes real quick. Look how quick when Bobby called out Kellen Moore and talked about his play calling being cute. Look how fast versus Chicago on 3rd and short we went to fundamentals, north and south play calling. You know why? Because the right person heard Bobby. So the people we need to be flooding with this type of content is media people that know the decision makers. Yeah. The people like Bobby Belt need to hear this. He might not do nothing with it. He might be like, that's just a wannabe YouTuber. Cool. But he might listen to it. And he might glean something from it. I know a lot of them media people told me directly that they listen to this channel. Yeah. That they listen to this channel. So don't think you don't matter and don't think your voice don't matter. It matters. And let's just be aggressive because we might not see another year like this for a long time. Let me ask you a question before I get out of here. When was the last time you saw Dallas with a super D? 2007? That ain't even a Super D. It's always been offense trying to carry us. Nah. For the first time, our offense is being carried by defense. And we got to let the world know we cool with that. We accept that. And we go help push that forward. And I'm telling y'all this before I get out of here. Listen, y'all. Listen. I want y'all to hear me out. Hear me out. I'm finna tell you the truth before I go. I'm finna tell you the truth. The biggest chance of us winning is on one person. Kellen Moore. Mostly. And his ability to truly become a mature, responsible play caller. We need that. That's the most important thing I'm going to say. To protect our defense, to keep them off the field for time of possession, we need that. That's what we need to take advantage of this moment. So, I know a lot of y'all already did a lot of cash tonight. Y'all really, hold on real quick. I like this comment right here. Yeah, and I also put the cash app down there because some people don't trust YouTube. You can also donate to the channel through the cash app if you trust that more. But check this out. He said, I want to start a Cowboys channel. I love how y'all break down the game. I've learned so much from you and the team. I told somebody this today. Lewis, start wherever you are. Sometimes what happens is you'll look at the fancy production and all this kind of stuff. You'll look at all the transitions and all this type of stuff, and you'll be like, oh, I need to do that. No, bro, start from your phone. Start from your phone. Like, look at my boy Landlord. Landlord is a perfect example on how to do it. I would say him and Rome. They perfect examples of how to do it. To where they started with what they had and they built and they're building. You know what I'm saying? You know, they started, very low cost stuff. So first thing I would tell you, bro, is for anybody that want to start a channel, just start. Another thing I would say is don't judge yourself by the numbers. Don't judge your quality by the numbers. I, to this day, never look at my numbers live. I don't know if it's 20 people watching. I don't know if it's 300 people watching. It been times people told me it was 380 people watching you, boss. And I had no idea because I never look. If it's 10 people watching, you go get the same boss. If it's 400 people watching, you go get the same boss. Because I never wanted to turn up or turn down based on numbers. I just want to just say whatever I got to say and how I feel it and how I researched it. And that's how you go with it. So, Lewis, anybody that want to get into this community, I welcome you. I'm not going to treat you like I've been treated because I have not been treated the best in this community. It's very cliquish, especially between the old heads and the new. It's some old heads that's accepting. It's a lot of them that's very cliquish. They very, I don't do people like that. Like if you trying to rock, cool. You know what I'm saying? And your voice matter. And then I would say, obviously, go hard, Lewis. Go hard. If you go get into this space, just go hard, bro, because you see there's a lot of good people in this space. Start where you are, but be determined to build. Like, look at my boy Landlord. I love how Landlord do it. Landlord started off with just kind of like videos that was entertaining with a lot of graphics. Man, Landlord going live. Landlord got sound effects, and he built up to that. He doing film breakdowns. He was doing a whole lot of stuff that he wasn't doing because he started where he was. So I would just tell you, Lewis, just stay where you are, bro. You know, and remember when I said this, don't look at your numbers. You know, in my opinion, I just don't look at my numbers. I don't. You know what I'm saying? It just, because to me, I want to be who I don't want to ever change based on numbers. I don't want to be like, oh, it's 5,000 people watching, let me turn up. No, I'm already turned up. I'm turned up if it's 10. I'm just turned up based on what I'm talking about. I'm not turned up based on how many people watching. So that would be my only advice, bro. But anyway, man, y'all share this content, man. It's your boy Boss Cowboy, where your voice matter. I will be back tomorrow with Candy. We gonna be bringing that funk on Boss Candy Day. But let's definitely spread this one. This is the one that I really want y'all to spread. Y'all get behind this one, man. Y'all really do, because this is what we got to be looking out for the next A game, and we can't rest on our laurels. If we rest on our laurels, we wasted 2022, and I don't want to waste 2022. Let's make 2022 happen. All right, it's Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matter. We go always stay loyal, never devoted. Stay up. Peace.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters. Boss Cowboy Sports.